You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it $1, roll it out, toss in the air! Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvagno cheese, Salvagno greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it $1, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit. Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce. Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it $1, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit. Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese. Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Weird sauce. Pizza pie! Crazy meat. Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
it's
kind of
sweetness. It's going to be acidity from tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then
tart and its acid and nothing else. Alright, so now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino. I'm about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil gooning out to cuties and sweep it up. Like Vito, your bank account's approaching zero. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, because what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home, but make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible.
playing Elden Ring and smoking dope, stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you could cope. I would tell you to jump, but you'd break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evel Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Bambino, you're just a childish capo, but I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won fourth place at Evo. Time to ring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. Some people earlier were asking what happened to Kat. Bottom line is she's, basically bummed out that so many people were trolling. Kat has nothing to do with myself or my content.
there's nothing much else that we can do. You know, there's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Duty who likes to illegally restream my fucking streams and has an army of fucking trolls who are the only reason why he has any notoriety is because he copies my shit, and he eggs his trolls on to do negative shit like this, to come to my stream and to basically make fun of my girlfriend and do nasty shit. It's his fault that this kind of stuff happens. So all I can say is, sadly, you know, don't expect Kat to be on stuff frequently. You know, this was a rare occurrence where we had her on for something special, and look what happened because of fucking Duty and his shithead fan base, and it's directly their fault 100% and nobody else's, because oh, I make my living and notoriety off of making fun of Phil. You're a scumbag, and you don't deserve any popularity you ever got, and you are eventually going to pay for what you're doing, just so you know. It always comes back to bite you in the end. You will end up having it hurt you in one way or another long term. It ain't gonna be me, but something's gonna come back to get you in the end. When you do so much negativity and just toxic shit, it's gonna come back to get you, trust me. You know, apologies that happened and now Kat's not here. That wasn't the plan. It's Duty's fault. And outside of that, there's nothing I can do. I wish I could shut him down or whatever. There's no way. YouTube doesn't care. YouTube allows illegal restreaming constantly, and they never do anything about it.
Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. Technical problems. Sorry, folks, I was a little late, but I thought I was going to be able to kick off my new overlay and everything. So, if you don't know, here's some Duty tech news updates. I'm actually moving from Streamlabs over to Stream Elements, because I found that you could do a lot more with Stream Elements than you can with Streamlabs. They have kind of a lot more streaming options, especially kind of interactive tools that I can use for the chat. Yeah, and it's like a little bit more flexible. And it seems like most people that stream actually use either OBS or Streamlabs. So Duty is trying to make the move over. I had everything running, everything was good, but I think I may have screwed up like the streaming keys, so I had to scurry. I had to scurry back over to Streamlabs and turn everything back on and use Streamlabs. So, yes, that's right. Yes, chill out with RTU, take another edible. While what's the rest of it? While looking at my Dropbox, that might be questionable. I think that's the line for that. All right, so I'm good. I'm back. I'm on Streamlabs now. I'll figure it out. I'll work on it over the weekend. I don't want to sit here and do a tech stream. No. I think I screwed up I think I screwed up the streaming key stuff and all that, but it's fine. I couldn't log in. I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is it not working? Why is it not connecting? So I just said, I'll figure it out either today, this afternoon, or this weekend. It's not a big deal. I just thought, you know, we can do some more. I can give you guys some more channel stuff. Like, you know, I know that one thing I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to give you guys the opportunity to trigger stuff on stream. Like if you wanted to throw, you know, a duty at Phil or something like that at a given point, there's some really good options that allow you to automate that using Stream Elements. So that's why, but it's not a big deal. If I can't move over, it's not a big thing. Yes, throw a duty. Yes, a poop. If you want to throw a poop at Phil, yes. Everybody loves poop. It'll just go with the scat humor and Phil's brand. There you go. I would like to yeah. Playing with duty, yes. All right, okay, all right. Enough of the tech support. How's everyone? What's up, Void? How you doing? What's up, Lazy Lady? How you doing? Thanks for. Lazy Lady's a detractor on Kick. She's talking about how I don't have any viewers. So fuck off, Lazy Lady. What's up, Derek? What's up, Natu? What's up, Just? What's up, DJ Real? What's happening? I hope you guys had a great Labor Day. I had a really good one. I decided to actually go and chill and do some stuff. So while I was clipping Phil yesterday, we hit the beach. It was very nice. I found a new beach. I'm not gonna tell anyone. The new beach, but I found a nice little private, exclusive beach. Not a lot of people were there. It was nice. It was great. It was beautiful. So I had a good time with the family. We hit the beach for a couple. It's kind of like the end of summer for us. So we packed it up around like 5 o'clock, head back, came home, and just relaxed for the rest of the afternoon and got ready for the work week and so on. That's right. Are you worried that his support will dry up and he will have to follow? Yes, I am. Duty is concerned. So today's focus will be a couple things. We're going to focus on the Lolcow Live and DSP potential collab. We're going to focus on Phil and the lawsuit talk again. Definitely that. We're going to talk about WWE Champions. That's right. WWE Champions is back on the menu. If you haven't seen my video, I posted it this morning. That's right. Phil has broken 1 month of sobriety. Oh, man. Let's cue some White Run real quick. There's going to be some White Run because it's pretty sad. Let's cue some White Run. All right, so let's kick this news off because I know it's not that critical. Most people have kind of moved on from the WWE Champions. Like, it's really it is true. I noticed that whenever I post about WWE Champions, it doesn't get that many views. Like, it still gets a lot of views, but nowhere near as the other clips do. So we'll just post because it's been a while. It's been a while since we've heard anything about WWE Champions. It's actually been a month. It's been 1 whole month. All right, enough of White Run. It's been 1 whole month. 1 whole month since Phil has pretty much spent any significant money on WWE Champions. The last time he spent any money was July, like mid-July, where he dropped about $800. And yeah, this weekend, for some reason, August 30th, the Saturday, his day off, he decided to go and fire up WWE Champions and spend some money to the tune of about $700. That's right. So sadly, our boy Phil has broken the sobriety of not spending any major money on WWE Champions, and he's back. He fell off the wagon. Yes, he fell off the wagon. Good Jesus. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Gears of War. And also, we'll talk a little bit about the GTA 4 rage quit at the end, and how he decided to turn cheats on just to finish it. Well, definitely, yes. We'll talk a little bit about PPP 600-pound Gunt dropping that serious cash on Phil. It sounds like he's going to be charging it back. So I don't know how successful he's going to be, but it looks like PPP 600-pound Gunt is going to charge back all the money that he dropped Phil. So let's hope Phil doesn't go ahead and spend that money. He won't get that money until what? He won't get that money until September 21st. So that should be very interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. So why he buy I think the hot dog gives you health. I think that's what it does. I don't know if it gives you health or a checkpoint. I haven't played GTA 4 in like fucking a decade. So I don't know what that does if you stop to buy a hot dog. So yeah. So anyway, excuse me. WWE Champions is back on the menu. I think I reported out that he's up to $20,000. Yep, he's up to $20,000 in 2025. Now that's still not bad. We're talking about an 8-year mobile game. It's an 8-year mobile game. And he's still dropping. He's dropping serious cash. 20K in 2025. You got to remember that at the beginning of the year, he was still with Kino, and he thought the money was still going to roll in. He thought it was going to roll in, and he was dropping his Kick money. Any money he got from Kick, he was using that for WWE Champions. So we know that seriously dried up after the Kino Casino breakup. So he had to really stop and chill with how much money he was spending on WWE Champions. So at the beginning of the year, we could take a look at it real quick. Hold on a second. Let me pull up the spreadsheet because I keep track of it. It's one of the few things that I like to keep track of. Wait up, I have it. Let me pull it. All right, so here it is. I found the spreadsheet. So here's Duty's spreadsheet of numbers. So I keep track of his money. I keep track of his WWE Champion spending. As you can see, in 2024, our boy Phil spent $41,509. That was 2024. So we thought maybe he was on pace to break that. I think the high was during the bankruptcy league. He ended up spending about $44,000 or $42,000 on WWE Champions. That was 2020 or 2019, I think it was, which is insane. And every year, I think he spent, anywhere between $20,000 and $40,000 on that mobile game. So for 2024, he ended off at $41,500. Now this would have been more, but remember, he was spending money on his setup, so he dropped like $10K for his setup. So that's why the WWE Champions wasn't all there. So for 2025, as you can see, he started off pretty hot and heavy. So in January, he dropped $2,600. February, he dropped almost $5,000. March, he dropped almost $3K. April, $6,000. He was dropping on this. And again, these numbers are conservative. These are conservative numbers, brother. These aren't, low ball numbers. I mean, these aren't like highly estimated numbers. These are conservative. So he dropped 6,000 in April, and then May is where we started seeing it kind of fall off. He only spent $1,365.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
That's right. Subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. June, he dropped $1,415. July, $792, and then nothing for August until, of course, this weekend, where he dropped a whopping $659, which got him, I think, the 34th place or something. So I'm curious what happened. What's up, Sir Percy? How you doing? Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. I wonder what happened. So that was his day off. So I'm assuming what happened probably was, Fat Cat was sitting at home waiting for her DoorDash. And, he was sitting parallel playing with his wife. And he had nothing better to do. And he turned on WWE Champions and couldn't fight the urge to spend money. So, what's up, Manda? Sorry, I've been missing duty. Been working. That's all right, brother. Man, you gotta take care of your life, brother. Oh, I'm sorry, brother, about your mom, man. Prayer hands in the chat for Manda Panda's mom. So, mom, let's pray that she's okay, man. Yeah, heart failure. Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm really sorry, brother. I hope your mom's doing better, and hopefully she's feeling comfortable and not in pain, brother, okay? So we get some prayer hands in chat for our boy, Man the Panda. That's right. Hopefully hopefully he's a boy. If not, I'm misgendering him. So yes, let's get some prayer hands for the homie. You welcome, I Am Slot. Thank you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. So that's the WWE Champions news. If we hear more, I mean, I'll let you know. But of course, we know Phil's broke. He's broke and really doesn't have that much money. So any little bit he can, he'll spend it on WWE Champions, and that's what he did. And again, he goes in a pattern. So he might start spiraling and spend more money. That Lolcow money that came in from PPP's 600-pound gun. He's probably wasting that. He figures, you know what? I better spend that money before YouTube takes it back. And it doesn't work that way, Phil. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. All right, let's go back here. All right, so I guess let's get into it. Let's definitely get into it. You know what? Let me hit the live chat here, folks. Live chat. All right, that way I can see all the people chatting perfectly. You are a woman. Okay, you know what? Let's put this out there right here, man. You know what? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for misgendering you. Duty doesn't mean to offend. It's just I don't get that many women in my vortex. So right here. So that's it. It's Mandy right there. Manda. Okay, Manda. There you go, Manda. All right. So Manda is a female. So everyone be extra nice to Manda. Okay. But again, I'm really sorry about your mom. I hope she's doing okay. We'll be praying for her. Please keep us up to date in the chat about your mom, okay? And if there's anything I can do, let me know, okay? Within reason. All right, so what do we? I gotta figure out what I want to get into, because we do have a lot of stuff that we should talk about. That's right. Know what? DSP was right. No women will hang out with. That's right. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Duty doesn't get any women. There you go. In your face. I got Elaine. I got Manda. I got Sweetie. Who else rocks out? Electrical Girl. She hangs out. There are a couple female detractors in the Blandpole hangs out every so often. Shout out to Blandpole. She got a nice little shout out on Kino Casino yesterday, which was nice. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the lawsuit thing, because I think that's the most important thing. She's been around. She's on Twitter. She's been hanging out on Twitter. I think she's been working, so I streamed too early for her. But I talk to her on Twitter all the time. Yeah, she usually hangs out on King Sly T's stream at night. So maybe it could be it could just be that. Yeah, Blandpo is cool. She's very chill. Yeah, she's a very chill style person. TP to be clear, Medusa is Medusa. Oh, another female style detractor. Big ups to Medusa. That's right. I think my analytics say like 5% of my viewership are female, and Duty loves all of them. You guys have a special place in my heart. Yes, big ups to all the queens in the chat. All right. Let's talk about the lawsuit here, because of course Phil brought it up again. He talked about the lawsuit. He talked about how, you know, if he becomes poor, right? This is Phil's logic. If I become poor, I'm gonna sue detractors. Yes, Phil, that makes tons of sense, brother. It makes tons of sense that if you become poor, you're gonna sue people. I think Phil's under this understanding that, you know, lawyers, that there are billions of lawyers out there that love to do pro bono work, or they'll take it on contingency. And I'm sorry, no lawyer is gonna take a copyright lawsuit on contingency. If anything, they're gonna be asking you to drop at least 10 bands for a retainer, 10 G's. So Phil's gonna have to wait for his mom to pass away, and hopefully, if he gets an inheritance, he might use that money to sue detractors. But that's neither near or here. It's just to cope. Low Mac, how you doing, bro? Have you heard about what's going on with Destiny? Yeah, I heard something about that. Oh yeah, the pedo. Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, by the way, I got messaged this week by like 5 people asking me, why is Destiny attacking me? Why is he going after me? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even talk about Destiny. I was confused, but then they came back and said it wasn't me. It was another Duty. Apparently, it's like some dude named Duty Beard or some shit on Twitter. I have no clue. Yeah, I don't want to deal with any of that fucking Destiny bullshit. Yeah, it's a fake. It's a fake Duty. Yeah, yeah. No, I think the guy's name is Duty Beard or some shit like that on Twitter, and they're apparently Destiny said he was gonna go after him. I have no fucking clue. I have no real clue. He's a scumbag. He really is. And if he does have the CP shit on his computer, he should be investigated. He should. That's right. And let the courts and everything deal with him. Yes, appropriately. Yes, that is correct. Wood chipper it is. Wood chipper it is. In order to do something like that, you have to take you. Yes, exactly. Kino. We have a video from Kino Casino which actually breaks it down very well. And they do spit logic, and I do appreciate that they told the truth about Duty, that Duty is transformative. That's right, and Duty is transformative. I don't give a shit what you say. Most of my clips are about 8 minutes long. If there's no commentary, there's still an intro. I'm telling a story. Duty's transformative, and most of my stuff does have commentary and so on. And I do a podcast, blah, 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 blah. So Kino Casino actually dropped some knowledge, and they dropped some hardcore facts about Duty. Yes, I'm transformative. Duty is transformative. So you know what? Let's watch that clip first because it's pretty good. It's not long. It's about an 8-minute clip. There were some other segments there, but you know, I'm trying to chill with how much I clip Kino Casino. Like I do clip some of their DSP stuff. I make sure not to clip anything else because I know that they make a living off of, you know, ad revenue as well on YouTube. So I don't want to be that greedy person that clips everything off their channel. So I try to do one segment or two maybe at the most. Okay, Duty doesn't want to be greedy. So here it is, folks. Let's watch it. It's great. And I think this was Blandpole. There is only one Duty. That's right. This is Blandpole actually gets cited in this in this specific video. I believe it's Blampo. It's either Blampo or Shinko. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Shinko stream in a while, so I don't think it's Shinko. It might be Blampo. So shout out to Blampo. All right, so let's. I'm gonna mute this because I don't want to drown out the sound. All right, so let's watch it, folks.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Yes, no one likes a greedy
I
dude.
need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Void. Kino is terrible content. You need to distance yourself away from the Andy. Yeah, I mean, I like to listen to them just for the DSP stuff. Like, I know a lot of people ask me, are you going to get into any other locals? No, not really. I mean, I just like to hear, I like to hear them crap on, I like to hear them crap on Phil. That's about it. That's the extent of it. There's no collaborations or none of that. I like to do my own thing. That's it. Dude likes to do his own thing. I have my community of, 500-600 people that come watch my stuff. That's all I care about. Unlike Phil, I'm content with who hangs out with me. I'm not looking to be high, like more than what I am. I know what I am. I'm just a fucking troll sitting on the internet making fun of a locale, and that's it. I'm not any more important or whatever. So there you go. But I appreciate the advice, Void. I'm not sure why you're saying that though, specifically, Void. I mean, I thought you were. Are you joking? Because I know I see you in the Kino chat, and you do drop some money on them, so I'm not sure what's going on there, brother. Anyway, all right, so let's watch this. What's up, Punk? How you doing, brother? Glad to see you covered
Phil
our dude's
was
mobile
talking
gamer.
about
Yes,
how
of
he's
course.
going to sue the detractors.
Here it is,
He's
folks.
going to take everything from them. He said that they were all being watched. It was all being monitored and recorded. He said he had contacted a
Oh, you did
lawyer.
it?
Now, it turns out that
You did? All right, so I'm going to let you know, Void. There's another Void then that's been dropping some cash on Kino. So I just wanted to let you know. I didn't know it was you because I've been watching the last couple of streams and I've heard them say Void for 10 subs or whatever. My apologies. If it's not you, brother, I'm sorry. I don't mean to accuse you of doing something that you're not doing. So my apologies for that, brother.
he contacted an internet lawyer called Legal Mindset.
Wow.
Who then revealed that Phil was reaching out to him to sue the detractors. Basically, Phil's looking and reaching out to lawyers consisted of DMing a bunch of law tubers
That's
and
true.
begging them to take his case, even after he said that law tubers aren't real lawyers. So really goes to show how.
Oh, okay, I want to stop this here because I do have some insight here. So, you guys know I occasionally talk to people on Twitter, right? And it gets duty in trouble from time to time, right? It is what it is. I did get a message from a specific law tuber, and I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to get them in trouble and I don't want to spill DMs or whatever. So, this specific law tuber, who I'm not gonna say where they stream on. They could stream on Kick, YouTube, Twitter. Maybe they don't stream, whatever, right? So apparently that person did confirm. How should I say this without giving out? Let's just say this: the person did confirm that Phil reached out to them, asking them about. They were asking general questions about copyright and everything, right? And this specific guy doesn't really like Phil. Let's just say that to be nicely, he doesn't like Phil. So he basically told Phil, "Look, brother, you don't have a case." He was like, "You don't have a case, brother. Okay, you really don't." And then the same advice that PPP is going to give right now about exhausting the resources you have currently. He actually gave him that same advice. But we know Phil won't copy strike or copy claim anything because it's just going to bring a world of hate to him. It is. It's going to bring a world of hate on top of Phil's head, and he doesn't want that smoke. You know what I mean? If he didn't do it while he was friends with Kino Casino, he's not going to do it now. Because when he was friends with Kino Casino, he thought, "Oh, I'm good. They got my back. I can say and do whatever the fuck I want to do, and fuck everyone. If I want to copyright or copy claim someone and they don't like it, fuck them. Kino Casino got my back." So that's a big reason why he won't actually use the whole copyright thing, right? Now, I'm not going to get into the whole whether Phil has if he
Shut
has
the
a
fuck up.
if he has rights or whatever, like if he's
either
correct.
subscribe,
I don't
donate,
know.
Or get the fuck out.
I don't know. I don't know if he goes after like the claim Raw Phil, because I'm assuming that's who he's talking about. Because I'm stating this right now. I don't restream Phil at all. I haven't restreamed Phil in like 4 years. The last time I restreamed Phil was I used to cover the podcast when it first started, and that lasted a whole 6 months, and then I stopped doing it. Yeah, shout out Raw Phil. So I'm assuming he's talking about Raw Phil and maybe Raw Phil, really, because WPIG commentary, and they don't stream the whole thing live. Like, they do segments, they bounce around. Broside Phil, same thing. Who else? King Jad, whenever he streams, he does the same thing. Commentary, whatever. Tevin, same thing, commentary, whatever. All that is transformative. I'm not sure what exactly he's talking about. Now, if he wants to lean on Raw Phil, he does overlays, he gives more content, he engages with his chat, he plays music. To me, that could be considered transformative. But again, you know, this lawyer, who shall name unnamed, let's say Dark Dave Mirrors, yeah, who shall be named unnamed, let's just say, Phil did contact him, and he did give him the advice and basically said, look, you're not even using the tools that you have available. Use those tools. If you don't use those tools, shut the fuck up. But he was honest with him. He said, look, you talking about, he basically said, you're an idiot for talking about lawsuits on stream. I don't think he called him an idiot, but he said idiot to me about him. He said, you need to stop talking about lawsuits. You need to stop telling people what you're doing. Like, all of this shit, all of this stuff. My brother's a lawyer. Yeah, my brother's a lawyer. Yes. I don't harass my brother about this. From time to time, I do talk with him about it. And he gives me advice or whatever. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, if Phil wants to go down that route with me, I'll be good. I won't. Hopefully, I won't. That won't happen. But my legal fees will be probably zero. I'll just have to pay for the filing or whatever. Right? There you go. So, the guy Phil engaged with him. He talked with him and basically just said, "No, look, Phil, you got really no case here." And he told him the same thing. He's like, "These lawsuits are the minimum are $50,000 to $100,000 minimum, and that's like a clean cut case." And he was, he was honest with him. He was honest with them and whatchamacallit. But I spoke with the guy. I spoke with the guy. Have you discussed your involvement? There is no involvement with Early Bird. We talked about that on the last podcast. How do you answer the allegations of your brother's a lawyer working for Phil? Huh? How do you answer the allegation of your brother? No, my brother. No. I don't even think my brother. It won't even be in the same jurisdiction. My brother. I don't think my brother can even practice in Seattle. So that won't be an issue. No, I heard Duty's Early Bird. Yes, I am Early Bird. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Stop distracting Duty. So, so this VTuber, not VTuber, this LawTuber who I've talked to him every so often or whatever. He seems like he's a really nice guy. He pretty much was laughing at Phil, and he said the same thing. He really has no case, and if he does have a case, he's fucking it up by saying the shit he's saying. Like, saying the shit he's saying ruins his case. You know what I mean? Like, in this video right here, we're gonna even hear Phil talk about how he's good, how there are no damages. He literally says he's doing good. The restreamers and whoever have no impact on him. He literally is saying this. So Phil, how can you go, brother, to your lawyer and file a case and try to claim damages? You just said you're good to go because, of course, you need to brag that you're rich or whatever the fuck you are, that you're good. You're doing well. You're well off. He's just an idiot. So let's watch this video. I'm sorry, I just wanted to give some hindsight into this. Yes, Phil has reached out to various LawTubers, and it doesn't say to me. It tells me he isn't serious, because if he doesn't even want to take the time to do a, let's just say, reach out to a lawyer in his neighborhood and do a free consultation, if he doesn't want to spend an hour doing that, then it just sounds like bluster. He's trying to scare people to not actually restream him or clip him or whatever. It's ridiculous. And it's funny because even recently Phil has claimed that clipping is transformative. And it is. Clipping is transformative. You know, if you take a big segment, a chunk of his, like if you take his whole podcast and just post it, yeah, okay, I can understand that. But if you're taking specific segments and you're trying to tell a story, or even if you provide commentary over it, you're good to go, brother. You're good to go. And I'm telling you, my content that I produce is within the legal limits. That's why I'm not worried about it. I'm not scared of Phil. What if he makes a deal with the company that moderates his YouTube channel? Well, no, he doesn't have a partner. He's not a partner channel. Like he doesn't have a machinima or anything. So I'm not sure who exactly. And the thing too is that if he had a partner like that, he would have to cough up a percentage of his revenue, which he's not going to do. You might get copy strike or he could. The problem with Phil that Phil has is that since he wants to double dip, so right now what he does is he has his podcast and then he deletes the podcast or privates it or whatever he does, and then he chops it up and he reposts it so that he can double dip on the ad revenue. That's what he's doing. He gets the ad revenue from the podcast, from the gameplay, right? He gets that off because he turned on ads. It's not like he's doing a stream that's ad free where he has the ad shut off and then he's trying to get ad revenue after the fact. No, he's doing both. He's getting ad revenue for content that is already posted, right? And then he privates it and then he double dips by cutting up his content, reposting it, and slapping ads on it. Now that actually is considered reused content in YouTube's terms of service. Now, I'm not saying report him or whatever, please don't get that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it right now. Phil likes to talk about terms of service for YouTube. That is one of the things, Phil, that YouTube frowns upon when you do reused content. And that's what they typically demonetize channels for, is for that reused content. So you, sir, are probably outside of the YouTube terms of service, okay? So you really need to shut up, Phil, when you're talking about other streamers and detractors, all right? Him verbally allowing other people to restream his content, from my research, it is. He just needs to shut up. And the one thing that I'm trying to say here is this lawyer told Phil is he should shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Why tell anyone what you're doing? Like, even if Phil was serious about having legal counsel and tracking this shit for a future date, even if that's true, why are you telling people? Why are you telling people? What, Phil? What's not to say this? What's not to say this, Phil? That people restream, they clip you, they post it, they get the ad revenue, they make the money off of it, and then they delete it after the fact. And then when you decide to do your shitty ass lawsuit 3 years from now, there's no video. There's no video.
Duty streams, brother.
Hey.
At law.
But these, thank you, brother. No, my brother actually practices up in the Northeast, so he's up in the Northeast. So yeah, but thank you. I appreciate Medusa for the $2. Thank you for getting the momentum going. Anyway, all right, I'm sorry, I'm derailing, but I wanted to let you know that it is true. Phil is reaching out to law tubers and trying to get free advice, which to me tells me he's not serious. Phil is not a serious man.
How serious that Phil is taking this whole situation. But what Phil doesn't understand is that you have to exhaust all available remedies before taking people to court. YouTube has a built-in system to take down copyright infringing material.
Law tubers.
And he doesn't do that. And I said to Phil back when we were in cahoots during the King Snake arc, I said, why don't you just claim these people? And Phil said that he was too afraid to because then they would claim him back.
Yep.
And it's like, this isn't really how it works.
No, it's a lie. It's not true, Phil. This isn't true. Okay? Because the other thing too, Phil, is when you channel strike someone, like if you are a YouTube partner, that's why I never channel strike anyone. I would never channel strike anyone. It's stupid. I know people have told me in the past, oh, why don't you channel strike Phil, whatever, haha, it'd be funny. No, I think it's stupid. First of all, I'm a partnered a member with YouTube, right? Doing that could be considered abusing the copyright system. I can lose my monetization. I can get departnered, and there are federal ramifications about filing a wrongful copyright. Even if you file the copyright by accident, you could be held liable for some shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't fuck with that shit. False strikes is just stupid. I would never do it. I would never do that. So it's bullshit. The reason why Phil doesn't want to file copy claims or whatever on the content is because he's double dipping. Just like I said, he's double dipping. This motherfucker is uploading doing his podcast, has ads on him, getting the money from the ads, getting super chats, tips, getting kick donations, whatever, right? And then he privates it, and then he re-uploads the same content in pieces, and then slap ads on those. So that's the reason why. Now, if he just left the podcast up, then maybe he could do a copyright. Like he even said it before. He talked about this a couple weeks ago when he talked about he did a search to see who was actually a copy. Where YouTube has a copyright match tool where you can see if there are other videos that are using your content, and then you can file a copy claim or whatever on them, right? He went back and he did it, and he said one person. He said he found one video. He found one video where it matched, right? And again, that's because he privates the video or deletes it. To me, I think he deletes the podcast. He privates it, and then he chops it up later on in the day. So all of the restreamers, all of the clippers, whatever, their content gets loaded into YouTube before anyone else's. That's why he's not finding a match. So if he wants to be serious about that, Phil, you know what I mean? What you want to do is you want to leave your podcast up. Don't delete it. Don't private it, right? And then if someone does a restream or whatever, if you're serious, then file a copyright. Like go in and do a copyright. Do a copy claim, do whatever. You know what I mean? And if you do that, then maybe people will take you seriously. People might say, oh, okay, Phil's being serious. He's not fucking around. And then what will happen is detractors and so on will modify their content, and the same shit will keep going. Nothing will change. It'll just keep going. You know what I mean? Like if that were to happen to me and I get claimed or whatever, I'd simply just do commentary on my videos or just clip it in a way where it's completely transformative. If you ever notice my videos, for the most part, when I clip him, I try to keep it under around 8 minutes. Because typically most people say anything around 10 minutes is fair game. Like if you clip something under 10 minutes, you're fine. You know what I mean? Because people understand that when you're clipping, you're actually telling a story. You could be telling a story or doing a narrative, and that's perfectly fine. You know, there have even been cases, and again, I'm not going to get into a whole legal thing, but I believe there's even been cases where people clipped it for research and they showed it and they got hit with copy strikes, and they did that. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just doing my best to make my shit transformative. That's all I'm saying. You know, and if there's something that I clip that I think's out of bounds that might get me into trouble, I go in and delete it. So that's just me. And again, I can't talk to anyone else's shit. Like I can't talk about. I have no clue. But again, my point here is that Phil is being disingenuous when he's talking about wanting to sue people. He really is. I think he's just being disingenuous. He's just trying to scare people.
Works like Phil lives in complete ignorance and just refuses to actually educate himself about how the system works and lives in perpetual fear and paranoia. So the chances of him actually acting on any of this are so slim. But he's resurfaced this idea again. And we have the child filter voice on him because he's just like a child like this. Listen to this.
Yeah, the guy who does these child filter fills, and he also does the homosexual fill. Yeah, you know the gay Phil?
Well, that's just the regular Phil. That's gay Phil. There's cool Phil and there's gay Phil. It's different.
In reality, if you take all the views that I get on all the people who steal my content on a day, I still get 10,000 views a video.
I know the voice. Money, I really do. I need that money. It's
It really, it's really on point. It's his entire time. Look at him there, bro. Look at his fucking frown. And look at his eyebrow. He's so grouch status, bro. This sort of fucking lives out of a garbage can.
Just, I don't get them on my channels anymore because people steal my content illegally. Okay?
Illegally.
But the thing is, it doesn't really affect me. It doesn't. As long as people are coming by to my streams
Phil,
and hanging out and
there
supporting
it
my
is
streams,
then. You're cooked. So Phil says it doesn't affect him. So then what damages are you going to collect, Phil?
Well, he fucked up his case if it does ever happen.
Yeah,
right? Because
he fucked up his case. He's saying, well, I'm not going to do anything because it doesn't affect me. But then later on, if it does, then I'm going to... It's like, come on, Phil.
Well, what you're basically doing is...
Marvin, brother, thank you for the 2, brother. I appreciate that. Due to your channels... Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll talk about the 30K. That'll be the last thing. Because we do have a celebration. We're like 280... We're 270 something viewers away from 30K, and we're gonna have a big party. Duty's gonna have a big party, a big celebration, a lot of giveaways, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Thank you, brother, for that too.
Because he's saying, "Oh, I'm fine. My views are fine. My money's fine. Fuck these guys. Whatever." You've basically proven there are no damages.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he says it helps spread the word a little bit more.
Well, he has to have it both ways. But what he's not understanding is like the ad revenue on these channels isn't enough to recoup the costs of his lawyers. And it doesn't even work like that. Like he has to go through the YouTube process. He has to give them an opportunity to remove this. First of all, like when you look at Ethan Klein, like he actually went and registered copyright on his videos.
100%.
In order to sue for the... Like Phil hasn't done that. Phil hasn't taken any steps to do anything. He's just all bark and no bite as usual.
I appreciate that.
Well, he's actually like, this video is the most damning thing to ever counter a potential lawsuit ever. Like, really?
Yeah, and I think I mentioned that about him not exhausting his remedies, and that's what I meant about him, the way he does his content, where he does his podcast, he has ads, he does super chats, he does all that. And then he deletes the podcast and then re-uploads it the same day in the smaller clips because he's double dipping. So again, Phil, if you're being serious about talking about lawsuits, you need to stop doing that. You need to just leave your raw podcast up and have it posted. Or you're going to need to hire someone that while you're streaming, have them clip your fresh. I'll take a look in a minute. While you're streaming, have them clip your content and post it at the same time. You're gonna have to do that. There's no other way around it, brother.
I'll use my 1,200 alt accounts to get you to 30,000.
Oh my lord, go ahead, brother. Medusa. Yes, I appreciate real subs, fake subs. It doesn't matter to me. I don't look that deep into it, bro, sister. So yes, anything would be appreciated. Let's get to 30,000. We'll have a celebration. We'll do a marathon stream. We'll stream for like 5 or 6 hours. It'll be great. It'll be great. And then I think someone said they super chatted me. Let me see. Did I miss a super chat? Let's see. Fresh Recipe. Thank you for the 2. My apologies. I'm so sorry that I missed it. Fresh Recipe donated $2 and he said, I'm considering buying a condo in Palm Court. I would not buy condos. Condos are not worth it, to be honest. I've never found a condo, like an apartment style condo, ever worth it. It's just not. It's not. It's too much money. It's expensive. You have to pay monthly fees. Just get yourself a small house. I would always recommend to anyone, get yourself like a single style house. It's worth it. Just have a single file house. That's it. And if you don't want to do anything, like you don't want to do manicure your lawn or anything like that, get yourself an HOA, pay them a couple $100 a month. They'll cut your lawn. I don't know. But no, I condos. I'm not a big fan of condos. I like actual physically tangible houses. Thank you, Fresh Recipe. I appreciate the 2. My apologies that I ignored it initially.
Yeah. When I watched this, I was like, oh, so anyone can just post your videos and you don't care? That's smart to say.
Exactly. He needs to get one of his dents to actually clip it. Get Derek, unban Derek, and get Derek to do some work for you, Phil. Have him clip your content and post it while you're streaming. And I think you might be okay. You might be okay.
say like out loud?
Doesn't matter who steals my content. I'm still good. And that's what I keep telling people is, as long as I'm doing good, then we're good. But the moment that things turn, if things go for the worse, I hope these people realize who are stealing from me daily and breaking the law that I'm coming for them.
You said you're good.
No, but it's even worse than that. Just think about that. So right now, while I have money, I'm not going to sue you. But once I stop having money and I'm completely destitute, then...
Two people do it. I think Shinko used to do it, Shinko Flora, but he hasn't been around in a while. But I think this is from Blampo Cast. I think this is from her stream. She does the filters and the voice thing as well. It's pretty funny. So if you want to go to Blampo Cast, you could check out her streams.
And I'm going to hire a lawyer to sue you. How do you think that's going to work?
No money.
No lawyer is going to take this on contingency. There's no money in any of this.
No money at all.
You're going to try and claim duties as fucking earnings? Like, it's not worth it. There's not enough money there.
Wait. No, brother. I make a nice chunk of change, brother. Stop slipping, Phil. I mean, stop slipping, PPP, all right? I mean, if you want to look at my analytics, hit me up in the DMs, brother.
Everything is now being documented. Everything is being recorded. And one day, I very well may exercise my legal right to come for what's mine. Right now, I don't have to because I'm doing good.
What's mine?
There it is. You're doing good. Meaning, everyone has permission to post your shit because you're doing good.
How about this, Phil? How about you just stop being a fucking pussy and send the takedown claim to Raw Phil? He will lose. You know that, right?
He won't.
But until you're afraid because you know that if you stir that hornet's nest, you're going to get your shit fucked up and you're fucking scared. Yep. So you won't. Okay? When it comes to the Clippers, when it comes to Duty, when it comes to all the other like they're transformative.
Boom! I need a boom. I don't have a boom, whatchamacallit. Let's hear that again. This is from the mouth of PPP, the authority. He's the authority when it comes to what's legit, what's within the law. Let's hear him again. Let's give PPP his flowers, okay?
Okay. When it comes to the Clippers, when it comes to Duty, when it comes to all the other like they're transformative. They are, Phil. So you're fucked,
buddy.
You really are.
If he,
there you go, folks. Boom. Seal clap. Yeah. It's official. Duty is transformative. Now, anyone that says otherwise has to fight with PPP, okay? No, I'm not kidding. I mean, I think I'm transformative. I don't know. Is it true that you are cramp? No, I'm not cramp. I rather get VD and herpes than LARP and donate to Phil. This whole LARP about me giving Phil money is just bullshit. You know what I mean? From time to time, yes, I've LARPed that I was the Argentinian detractor and all that. That's just to piss off Phil. You know what I mean? Because I know that Phil has his minions in my chat, and also Jalen and a few other folks on Raw Phil streams when they're there. I like to fucking, spread false information because it gets to Phil. It gets to Phil. The same way, maybe certain people DM Phil with a different name or send them emails under a different name and maybe spread false information like the Detractor Discord. Remember that one, folks? Remember the Detractor Discord? Does anyone remember the Detractor Discord? Anyone? Remember that where Phil would bring up all the time and say, oh yes, I was made aware of the Detractor Discord where all of the detractors hang out at, right? Remember that? Yep, yeah, you remember. Yeah, well that, I don't know, that may have been sent to him by some detractor. I don't know who, but anyway, just putting it out there. What's up, TJ, brother? How you doing, my brother? I was in it. Yes, TJ was in it. He was a moderator. He was a managing moderator on that Discord. That's right. And we had all the heavy hitters to track. And yeah, Duty may have sent that message out to Phil. Just putting that out there, okay? But yes, but you know, people extrapolate and whatever. It is what it is. All right, let's keep going. But it's official, folks. Duty is transformative.
Flags down Raw, Phil. It's gonna come back 10 times worse for him. Honestly,
Well, exactly.
it happens to everyone. Anyone who flags or does that shit,
Yep.
they will get 10 times
But
worse.
he's just trying to do this whole internet tough guy routine, and then he wonders why people shit on him all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't want to waste my time going to court, lawsuits and nonsense. I just don't want to do it. Okay, I'm happy making content every day and being happy making a living doing it. But if ever that were to change, then guess what? I have the right to come after these people who have stolen those views from me, because that's exactly what it is. Those are views that belong to
Stolen the views.
You can't retroactively take like money from views that you're saying is okay to take.
And there's like a statute of limitations on all of this too. Like he has to do this like within a certain amount of time. So it's like magic. 10 years from now, he thinks he's going to be able to come back and get all of these views from this time. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
to me and I should have monetized and I should be making money on, and I'm not anymore. So I don't care that my videos aren't getting the views as long as I'm still getting the attention and the support, okay? But you people better hope my support never dries up. That's the God's honest truth, is as long as I'm supported, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's a statute.
But the moment that it dries up, you're all fucked. That's simple.
No, you're
Matter of fact.
Listen, you guys are finished when my support dries up.
He doesn't have money to fix
you
a
are fin-
toilet. How the
That's the
fuck will
thing,
you afford
I
a
guess.
lawyer, buddy? You know how like expensive a lawsuit is?
All right, so Phil received yesterday, I think it was like $700.
All right, yeah, that's it. And you know what? I PPP is pretty much correct. I agree with him. It's correct. He's correct on this. Everything Phil is doing right now is just stupid. Anything. If you wanted to write a document on how not to do something, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't do these steps. Phil is following them. He's following all of them. Yes, he's broke. He's poor. It's just and the other thing too is I love what he has to say here, where I don't want to go to court and deal with that and deal with the hassle, but yet in his mind he thinks that there's millions of dollars out there and that he's gonna own detractors' houses, and he's gonna you know, one after another he's just gonna sue people. He's gonna sue Raw Phil and then me, then that being said, then Tevin. You know, he this is what he really thinks. And in his mind, he thinks that that's going to be enough to scare people off. To say, well, I want to settle. Let's settle. Don't sue me. Let's settle. You know what I mean? And no one's going to settle with you, Phil. Yes, he sounds like Cyrax. He is, dude. When his hair starts falling out more, like when he starts balding excessively, I mean severely, it's going to be Cyrax 2.0. He's acting like him already. We just need to start getting the spots on his head, the balding, you know, the balding top, and the scratching and the what are they called? What are those stupid things? The bed bug bites. That's what we need. We need the bed bug bites all over DSP. Good lord, man.
I need those.
Cam Crawl, thank you, brother, for the
$5.
5. Thank you, brother.
Duty, good luck on your driving test tomorrow.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Me and Derek will be taking that test together. Yes. Low Mech, what was your first exposure to DSP? Mine was through a Gundam video. Man, my first exposure to him was so I used to see some of his YouTube videos back in 2010, 2012. I didn't find it interesting. I just saw some fat regard, you know, every other word was a slur or something. I didn't find that interesting. I want probably the first exposure when I'm gonna say my first exposure of him was when he lost his job at Sikorsky. That was pretty much like when I really paid attention to him, was back then, where he talked about how he was gonna give YouTube a go and so on. And then after that, I would occasionally see videos of him complaining about God knows what, Sopa Pippa, that type of shit. And he was just not interesting.
I really do. I
at
need that
all.
money to pay my bills.
Then I guess when he bursted, probably.
I want 2 wrenches.
All right, yeah, Medusa. Thank you for the 2. Yes, I will give you 2 wrenches. I will. Thank you for the 2, Medusa. I appreciate it. Is it ever gonna come up? Come on. Why is Google so slow? There you go. I'm gonna highlight your message. There you go. Excuse me. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. But yeah, okay. The burst. I guess the bursting. That was probably if when I started kind of really following was when he beat off on stream. And I'm gonna have to say it was probably the Keemstar thing when Keemstar made a big deal out of it. So, duty out here assuming gender. I try not to, lags. I know. I try not to do bi-erasure and gender. You know, misappropriate gender. Duty doesn't want to get sued or canceled. Yeah. So the Keemstar thing was probably when I first started really following him. And then when he was on Twitch, I followed him every once in a while when he had a meltdown. I used to watch Tevin from time to time. And then I really got into it when Ex Mortis started really pumping out videos. Yeah, so I've always watched him kind of as afar, but you know what I mean. Eisenhorn, brother, thank you for being a member.
Subs.
That's the first membership today, brother. Thank you. That's right. Oh, I'm gonna make the announcement today of the August winner. I'll post that today. So if you were a member in August, you get a chance to win $25 or a gift card or whatever. So I'll be making that announcement today. So just check my post out. All right. Thank you, Eisenhorn. I appreciate that. And I will post the September giveaway as well. So if you are a member, I think I got like 350 members. Shout out to all the members. If you are a member, you have an opportunity to win a gift card or whatever for September. So there you go. And don't forget doing giveaways. As soon as we nail down the GTA 6 stream when it comes out, Cam, thank you, brother, for the 13. Thank you for being a 1 minute man investor. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. Once we get the whole GTA thing nailed down, if they're going to do limited editions or whatever, Duty's going to do a giveaway of a GTA limited edition package. So whatever their limited edition is, if it's like whatever, $150, 200, I'm going to do a giveaway of that. So I want to at least give one game giveaway away. If it's not too pricey, like if they don't really have a good giveaway, I mean, if they don't have a good collector's edition, what I'll do is I'll get a couple game keys and just do a giveaway of like 2 or 3 GTA 6 keys. So whatever you want. If you want it on PC, well, it's not gonna be on PC, so I have to be PlayStation or Xbox. So I don't think it's coming out on PC right away. All right, big ups, Billy. How you doing? Big ups. So yeah, so that's regarding the lawsuit thing. I mean, I think you know, Phil will trot that out every so often to try to scare people. It's bullshit. Me personally, I don't believe he has anyone tracking anything. That's just stupid. He doesn't even have someone to create thumbnails for him, let alone track every detractor. Who's gonna track every detractor, Phil? Really? Stop with the nonsense, brother. Stop being regarded. Let's just say that. All right, Phil, you need to stop being regarded. All right. So, what else? What else is going on with the Vortex? So, of course, you guys know the whole Lolcow drama that's going on now. Apparently, Keemstar is trying to get Phil on stream. This started the other day where Keemstar and Lolcow Live was talking about the whole early bird issue, right? They were talking about early bird, and you know, they actually called Cat fat. Not Keem, I think it was Boogie. He called Cat fat. They were making fun of them. They were talking about a divorce or so on. They were doing all that stuff, and you know, it just whatever. They made fun of him, whatever. And then Keemstar said, "I'm gonna reach out to Phil and ask him to come on." Now, do I think Phil is going to come on? I think so. I'm starting to lean on yes. I think he is going to come on the podcast for an interview. It'll be a one-time thing and that's it. And what he's hoping for is that at the very least, some of Lolcow's whales will come over and drop him cash. That's what I think is going to happen. But if you hear Keemstar yesterday, he did say that Phil doesn't want to talk about drama. He doesn't want to talk about anything. And Keem's like, look, man, we just can't sit here and talk about your Street Fighter days. We need to find a middle ground. So it might be another Grill Phil segment where Keemstar will talk about his heyday and talk about Evo or whatever the fuck Phil wants to talk about. And then Keem might be able to bring up a couple subjects. So I'm assuming detractors, probably, his detractors. He'll probably talk about the Keno Casino thing. I'm guessing that's going to come up. I don't know. I really don't know. For myself, I'm going to put this out there right now, okay? I'm not getting involved in it. I'm not getting involved in that nonsense, okay? I got involved last year, and it was a headache for Duty. Let's not forget, remember last August when Duty got wrapped into the whole Keno Casino nonsense with Keemstar and all that shit? What ended up happening? Duty lost his monetization, and it wasn't a good time for Duty. All right, it just wasn't a good time. It was just a lot of drama going on, and it was just a lot of drama going on, and I wasn't feeling it. I'm not feeling it this year. So, yes. So I think if Keem tries to come on my podcast, I'm not going to take his call. All right, just putting that out there right now. If Keem tries to hop on, I'm not taking the call. So no one tells me that Keem. No. I'm sorry. If Keem wants to talk with me, he can hit me up on DMs or whatever. But no, I'm not derailing the podcast. I'm taking a no Lolcow live interruption on my podcast. I'm not dealing with that, okay? I'm just not. Sorry. Just not doing it. But if I think that Phil's gonna come on his podcast, I think so. I think if they come to some understanding, Phil can't help himself because of course Phil always is looking for the next grift. And to him, he sees that if he collabs with Lolcow live, maybe some people will wanna come over and watch his content. Or at the very least, like that dumb idiot, that PPP 600-pound gun, he came out and dropped like $1,000 on Phil. Maybe a couple of them will start coming over and dropping money on him. Just like the Keno folks did last year, where they came over and started dropping big amounts of cash on him. I think that's what Phil's looking for at the very least. If he does come on though, I hope his chat gives him shit. I hope his viewers give him shit. I hope they crap all over him because he would be lying again. What did Phil said? I'm no longer doing drama. I'm done with the drama content. I don't want to do this. He even said, I don't want to do Lolcow live. Remember that? Remember he told all his viewers that? So did he lie? Was it a lie? Was he talking shit? We know he is. I mean, he's always talking shit. Yeah, Keem, by the way, yes, if you did miss it, Keemstar was streaming. Here, we can play it real quick. Let's play this small clip. Hold on. I think I have it. Did I have it?
Up. Nah, that motherfucker shut me right the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, I don't think I have it. Let's go to Lolcow live real quick. All right, let's go to Lolcow live. That was what? Was that was here. Okay.
Tonight.
All right, here it is.
Is there any show scheduled to be live? Does anyone know?
All right, here it is. All right. Real quick, so let me recap here. So this was the first stream they did where they talked about Phil and they wanted him to come on. And at the very end, Keemstar said, all right, I'm going to put an olive branch out there for Phil. I'm going to redirect my viewers, his 4,000 viewers. He's going to redirect them over to Phil's channel, right? Here's what happens.
Last day of the month. No one's scheduled to go live.
Tactical Planet super chatted $20. Blade and Tina would make a good show.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That would be funny. Is there literally nobody to send this redirect to? Are we serious right now? I'm just going to end it. Guys, who the fuck is live? Is there any other YouTube streamer that's friends of the show that's live? I got to send you somewhere. And sorry today for the low energy. It just is what it is. I'll be ready to go tomorrow. Live. Oh.
Support?
I can redirect you to Phil's live right now with 600 viewers.
Ah! First of all, that should have gave him a warning right there. I should have told him, wait a minute, maybe I don't have the right channel. Maybe I don't have the right channel. When has Phil ever had 600 viewers? The last time Phil had 600 viewers was probably the King Snake arc, the 666 podcast. So right there, Keem, come on. Now, it's funny because that tends to make me think that Keemstar may have done this on purpose. But let's keep hearing.
Oh.
Look at him, he kind of smiling.
Redirect.
Look at his grin. Look at the grin.
Raw Phil.
Ah!
I am sending you guys to DSP. Goodbye.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, I got to put a poll out, folks. I got to put a poll out. Do you think that Keemstar... All right, let's put a poll out. I got to know. Did Keem redirect his viewers? Oh, I don't know. What should I say? Was it on purpose? Yeah, did Keem redirect his viewers to Raw Phil on? All right, there you go, folks. Let's get a poll up. Yes, if you think he did it on purpose and he was just trying to kind of troll Phil a little bit, or no, it was just an accident, which can happen because when you type in DSP or DSP gaming or whatever, the detractor content always comes first. It always comes up first. Like if you put DSP in the, I'll show you right now here. I'm gonna put DSP in my search engine. Look, DSP. Oh, look what comes up. Memeology, Snore Hogan, Raw Phil. Let's see here. Duty streams, Snore Hogan, my podcast, the Wolverine Dow, King DDD Duke, Memeology, me again, King DDD. It's just nonstop. Robust Urban Garlic, Duty again. You know what I mean? And so on and so on. Mighty D. Even the Kino clips come into the whatchamacallit. There are no DSP videos in here whatsoever. I mean, even if you put in DSP Gaming, let's see what happens when you put DSP Gaming. Put DSP Gaming in, you do get his channel. Okay, you do get his channel, and you actually do get some of his content. But as soon as you move away, you start getting other people's content. Look, these are all the detractor content. All right. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys think he did it on purpose, or was it by accident? Either way, it was funny. So the outcome was that like 4,000 detractors or 4,000 Lolcow live viewers went to Raw Phil. They went to Raw Phil, and a good amount of them just left. They bounced. But I think at that point, Raw Phil had a couple thousand people on his streams, and they were donating to Phil. They were donating to Raw Phil. They were giving him super chats, memberships. He made a nice he made a nice chunk of change, right? He made some money off of this. And then I think some of them realized that, oh, this isn't DSP stream. And like 3 or 4 of them went over to DSP's real stream. And a couple of them did drop some money. And then you had that one dent, that PPP 600 pound that dropped like $500 a super chat. So it was funny. I don't know. I'm gonna. How many people we got voting here, folks? We got 104 people. 104 people. Let's go. Let's try to get 150 votes, and I'll close it out. Can we get 150 votes? I think we can. But that was funny, man. That was funny as all hell. So, I mean, big ups for Raw Phil. I'm glad that Raw Phil got a nice little win for all this. Hold on a second. Looking at the channel. All right. So we have, by the way, real quick, we have 62 likes. Come on. You guys have been slacking on the likes. That's all I'm going to say. All right. We got 64 right now. You've been slacking on the likes. And I did fix the 100 like thing. So that's fixed. So if you do, if we get 100 likes, you're going to get bubbles. Okay. Don't forget. You'll get bubbles. So make sure if you like the stream, like it. Okay. That would be very, very nice. Thank you. I appreciate you, Stein. Dr. Stein. I do appreciate it. Yes. Put them likes in the back. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's free. Please. Well, he did say yesterday he is charging them back. So I think he was on Kino stream last night and he donated to Kino Casino. And I think he did say that he's charging them back. and which is a possibility. I mean, he can claim that someone stole his credit card, which, you know, I think if you're ever going to charge back on YouTube, I think you should just go through your bank. Don't do the process for YouTube. Just go to your bank and tell your bank that your card was stolen or something, and let your bank deal with it. I'm pretty sure YouTube doesn't want to deal with a couple $100. Just too much bullshit. What's up, Sublime? How you doing, brother? Yo, I didn't know about everyone else, but I always forget to like shit. Nah, it's alright, brother. I'm just joking. You guys, you don't have to like anything. If you don't like my stuff, it's fine, brother. I'm just asking. What does Phil say? Ask and you shall receive. There is no goal. Duty doesn't ask for donations. I'm not DSP. I appreciate you just guys hanging out and chilling with me. All right. So how many of you let's see how many views we got. I mean, how many votes we got? We got 130. All right, we're gonna end it because it's a landslide. So we got 138 votes, and it looks like, according to this scientific poll, let's see, where's my poll? Fuck's my poll? All right, 76% believe that Keemstar redirected his viewers to Raw Phil on purpose, and it wasn't an act. Oh. I guess Phil, people shouldn't call. I guess Phil shouldn't call people misery merchants. Maybe he shouldn't do that. Maybe he shouldn't shit all over other people's content. There you go, Phil. But of course, Phil can't help himself. If DSP insults him, he can charge back. Yeah, I don't see why not. Fuck that. And then he banned him. That's the other thing. DSP did ban him yesterday, finally, after he made some real weird remarks about white nationalists or whatever. DSP did finally ban him. So maybe he can come back and say, look, he banned me. He banned me after I made all these donations. And maybe he can charge back on that. I don't know. Again, I don't really care about the whole chargeback thing. I'm not one of those people that hyperfixate on what Phil makes, because it doesn't matter, because all that money's just going to go to fucking DoorDash and WWE Champions. So, yeah, he gave DSP racist money. Apparently, he wanted Phil to do the High Hitler thing. He wanted to do the High Hitler salute, and he didn't do it. Keemstar is he's only slightly better than Phil. Yeah, you know, he has a lot of haters and so on. I get that. Racist money, yes. Racist money is questionable money. You got to be careful. You don't want to get that racist money. Duty doesn't want to get racist money. Okay, if you're out there, PPP, if you want to drop some super chats on me, don't do it, brother. Okay, I don't want your racist money. Duty is technically I'm a Caucasian. I guess I am, but I am a little bit brown. You might, you know, I'm a little bit tanned, so you might consider me one of the uncleaned. So, so you don't want to drop super chats on Duty. Let's see here. All right, so that's my thought on Keemstar and the whole Kino. I mean, not the whole Kino. I think maybe, just maybe, and again, I think I'm giving Phil the benefit of the doubt here, which I shouldn't. Maybe he did learn his lesson with PPP. Maybe the breakup, maybe you know, him getting destroyed by PPP finally made him say, all right, I can't do this. Or, you know, Kat probably fucking said, look, you dumb motherfucker, why do you keep falling for this, you idiot? And probably told him, it's done. It's done. Steve Cambion fucked you over. PPP fucked you over. The side scrollers fucked you over. You know what I mean? Lomac, let's see. I have a question. If it's racist money, if you're being towards to your own race, like Uncle Ruckus, no, not. I don't know. Money's money. Money's green. So I personally don't care where it comes from. So that's just my view on it. So, and then let's make it. Anyone want to donate to help reach our goal of me buying a new house? Come on, guys. Yes, buy a new house. What's up, Arthur? How you doing, brother? Thanks for popping on stream. All right. So, I mean, maybe he learned his lesson, and maybe he just said, all right, fuck this. I'm not going to go on Lolcow Live, because what they're going to do is this is my guess. My guess is they're going to be nice to him. You know what I mean? They'll talk about fucking Evo and him being a content creator for 17 or 18 years or whatever the fuck Phil wants to hear. And then, you know, they'll let him talk. They'll let him talk about his meaningful content, you know. And then I think they'll bring up a pressing question, right? They'll grow Phil. And then, they'll let him say whatever. And then, they won't really what's up, Shane? Thank you, brother, for the one, brother. I appreciate that one.
Money, I really do.
The £1, brother. Very meaningful contribution, brother. Thank you. I do appreciate the £1, brother. I think what they'll do is they'll let him fucking talk. And then they'll press him on one thing. And then they'll let it slide. And then they'll keep bringing up other shit. And they'll press him on more critical things. Very similar to what Josh Moon did, where, they had a cordial conversation. And then when Derek came up, oh my Lord, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, that would be great. That would be very interesting. Can you imagine, dude, this would be great. Can you imagine if they brought Phil on and the first, say, 15 minutes were them glazing Phil and talking about how prolific he is and all this shit, and they don't understand his haters. And then one by one, they bring up PPP. They bring up Steve Cambion. They bring up Craig from Side Scrollers. They bring It's a Gundam on. And they just bring a litany of people coming on. Turkey Tom. Just anyone that Phil has shit on in the last, say, 5 years. Just bring them on and just have a conversation. And what's Phil gonna do? Is he gonna just walk off the stream? No, bring Lexi. That's right, bring Lesbo Lexi. Is Phil gonna leave the stream? No, he's not gonna leave the stream. Because if he leaves the stream, that'll be the worst scenario. That'll be the worst scenario for Phil. If Phil comes on the podcast and they glaze him initially, but then they start pressing him on issues, and say they bring guests or whatever, and he decides to just leave, he decides to rage quit the interview, that would be the worst thing for him to ever happen. Can you imagine that? Everyone would go on the stream. Lolcow live viewers would come on the stream and shit all over him constantly. That would create new more detractors. You would get 4,000 of the Lolcow people coming over to fucking detract on Phil. You got the normal detractors that'll crap all over him. I mean, it'll be content for a good month. We'll be eating good for a good month of this shit, right? And then, his viewers, his dents are going to be pissed at him. And they're going to say, look, how many times do we have to tell you, Phil, stop doing this? Please stop doing this. How many times will you come to us and say that you're going to do a collaboration, and don't worry, it's not going to change anything. There's going to be no problem. This time it's going to work out, right? And then you get screwed, and then you got to run back to your viewers, and then your viewers basically say, we told you so. And then you get pissed at them because they call you out. Right? And then you ban people, and then you lose some of your hardcore supporters, right, Phil? You see how that goes, Phil? And some people might say, dude, you shouldn't be saying it because you're going to cuck the content. If it's true, if Phil's watching your stream, maybe he'll decide not to go on Lolcow. No, he's not going to come. He's not going to go on, or he's not going to decide to go or not go on what I'm saying. No, he's basically going to weigh this on two things. If Cat's working, maybe he'll come on because, of course, he can only do these interviews when Cat's at work because he's too afraid to do it while his wife is there. And the money. That's what Phil's going to do. Those are the two factors that are going to decide whether he does Lolcow live or not. Is he going to do it? I think he will. He can't help himself. He needs to always put himself in the limelight. He's like me a little bit, where I put myself in all of the drama. He's very similar. But unlike me, Phil actually cares what people think. Phil actually does get upset when people make fun of him. That's the one thing I've come to realize in this last, say, 2 years. I think Phil really does care what people think about him. He worries about his legacy. He doesn't like that people mock him. He doesn't like the fact that people think that he's a joke. He doesn't like the fact that no one takes him seriously. He despises that he can't collaborate with people. I mean, look at this early bird thing. He can't even tell who he likes to watch or view because, of course, detractors are going to go harass the person. They're going to say something and disavow Phil. Phil's going to get upset and no longer follow them. You know what I mean? It's just it's a cycle, and Phil doesn't know how to break it. He'll continue to do the same fucking thing and refuse to break the cycle. And you know how you break the cycle, Phil? You know how you break the cycle? You don't get yourself involved with it. Like, you don't get yourself involved with it. Like, I'll give Rich credit there on the PP on the Snakening the 666 podcast. Rich was 100% correct when he said the way you control your destiny is by not getting involved. Not getting involved with PPP and Kino Casino and doing that shit. And he was 100% correct there. That's how you don't get involved in this nonsense. Yes. What did Baby say? Baby, I saw what you said, Baby. I read everything. Nothing bypasses duty. Oh, he obviously. I thought you said me. I don't care. Yeah, I really don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I really don't. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it does hurt me a little bit. It does. When people say certain things that are just outright not true, it hurts Duty's feelings a little bit. But then I remember that I'm just a fucking troll, and these people have really no bearing on my life, so I move on. I don't think too much about it and just move on. Mecca, you would think, but I think Kino Casino's right that Phil is so boring and has nothing to talk about, and he would be a failure like RTU. Yeah, of course he is a failure, but the problem is he's a Lolcow. And when you have a Lolcow, it's easier to trigger someone. It's easier to trigger a Lolcow. And that's what I think Kino Casino... I mean, that's what the Lolcow wants to do. They want to bring him on, and they want to trigger the boy. Alright, it looks like we ended up getting the 100 likes. So, let me see if I can kick this off. Why isn't it fucking working? Alright, hold on. I think I gotta manually kick it off. Alright, ready? You guys are gonna get your 100 likes. Ready? Alright, hold on. There you go. Yay! Thank you for the 100 likes. Big ups. Big ups. Big ups. Big ups. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So nice. That was so delicious. Now the problem is it's gonna keep looping. That's it. You'll get more likes. You'll get more likes after. If we get 200, we'll get some more bubbles. Thank you everyone for liking the stream. So is he gonna come? Is he gonna come to Lolcow Live? I think he is. I think he's gonna be an idiot, and he is. All right. So I think I beat that enough. Any questions on that? If we hear any more, again, I'm not getting involved. I don't want to get any. I'm not getting involved. I'll watch it from afar. I'll do a podcast about it. I'll talk about it, but I'm not getting involved in that nonsense between any of them. Okay. Yeah. I heard that Wings dropped my name twice in that stream. He said duty streams, and then he lied about me yesterday. He lied. He claimed that I made the story up, which is bullshit. That's a factually wrong statement. He tried to blame me. So if you didn't watch, Keemstar chastised Boogie and Wings for talking shit about Cat and talking about his divorce and all that. And then Wings tried to clean it up and go, oh, by the way, Duty made it up. Duty made up the story. Well, whatever, brother. Yeah, I'm cutting Wings off. Wings getting no more information from Duty. All right, there you go. So, anyway, we'll see. Keem can smell Phil's desperate. Yeah, he is. I mean, you know, maybe he wants to try and bring him on and have him as a rotating guest every so often so they can mock him. But Phil, I don't think Phil's going to be down. Like, I think you get one shot with Phil. If Lolcow brings him on, what they need to do is they need to take the shot one time. They need to bring him on. They need to suck his nuts. They need to make him feel good about himself. And then drop the hammer right there. Just drop it on him. Like 20 minutes within the podcast, drop the hammer. Bring people on. Bring people on stream. Bring Craig on. Bring PPP on. Bring It's a Gundam on. Bring Lexi. Bring them all on. And just start bombarding him. You know why? Because he's not going to be able to leave. He can't rage quit it. If he rage quits it, it'll be the worst thing for him. He'll have to sit there and be a guest and take it. He'll need to eat it. He'll need to eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Give me your mailing address.
You'll
I want to
need to
mail
eat
you
it.
a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
That's right. That's my advice. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'll cover it. You know what I mean? Like, if I do a video on it, I'm probably not gonna make a video on it if it's on Lolcow. I'll probably just stream it. I'll probably stream it and talk about it on our stream. So get Jenna, yes. Oh my lord, get diaper Jenna, diaper wearing Jenna. Can you imagine that fucking circus show? Hey, it's gonna be a clown show anyway. You might as well get all the fucking clowns. Throw them all into the mix. It'll be great. I think if he does this, that may be his biggest podcast yet. Like, I think his biggest podcast was like 7,000 or 8,000 viewership. That was when Boogie lied about cancer or whatever. This would probably be like 10K. It would be like 10, 15K live viewers. It would be the biggest thing. And he'd get so many donos. He would get donos from his people. And then, of course, you got detractors that throw money, will throw key money. So, I don't know. Yes, Circus Live. Yes. All right. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So, that's all I have about the Lolcow Live. We'll see how that goes. The other thing that I wanted to share, of course, was... So wait, I have notes here. Duty actually did take notes. I wrote down some notes here. So we did the update to the channel, the giveaway stuff. We talked about the lawsuits, which not gonna happen. The lawsuits. We talked about Keemstar. So let's talk about the Gears. Okay, let's talk about the GTA 4. So again, this is Phil making himself look like an idiot. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to see the PPP 600? I mean, how long is this? 8 minutes. Let's watch this. This is the. If you don't know what the whole PPP 600-pound gun guy is, this is apparently a Lolcow Live person who came in and started dropping massive amounts of money on Phil for some reason. And then this is a good one because, of course, Foxy. By the way, is Foxy here? Let's not forget Mr. Foxy. Remember on my last stream, what's his name? Foxy McFoxy? Is that his name? The Phil supporter? Remember Foxy McFoxy or McFoxy Fox, or whatever the fuck his name is? Yes, remember he came on my podcast last week and we modded him and we treated him very nice and everything. And of course he was saying, oh, you were wrong for the whole early bird thing, blah, blah, blah. And of course we showed the DMs and of course he apologized. And he stuck around. He hung around and he was fine. Foxy was good to go. Foxy was okay. He was chill. You know what I mean? I don't mind people hanging on the stream, right? Well, of course, he calls him out yesterday twice. He calls Phil out twice. Now, big ups. I appreciate that. Now, I don't think you should send him money, but I get the point that Phil doesn't pay attention unless you put some money behind it. And in this, Foxy said it twice. You know, this PPP guy has been spouting detractor memes nonstop. He's been spouting, and you just let it go because he's dropping all this money on you. If it would have been anyone else, you would have banned us. And he was annoyed and pissed off, and he was calling Phil out. Now, you know me. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of giving Phil money at all. But I usually don't shit on people that, you know, pay Phil. Whatever, it's fine. You want to support him, knock yourself out. But I'm glad that Fox McFoxy did stand up for himself and actually fucking said, look, you fucking moron, why are you being a hypocrite? He called him out for being a hypocrite. And I'm hoping that Foxy McFoxy will come here and come on my stream today. If you're out there, I'm calling you out, Fox. I'm not calling you out, but I'm coming you to come here, Fox. If you're listening, come say what's up. I want to talk to you about this. I want to know how you feel about that, how you really feel. Because your message just basically says, you gave Phil $5, and you said just letting this guy stay active detractor meme. People get banned for way less every day, which is true. It's 100% true. And I want to know, Fox, like, can you understand why people dislike Phil? So when his detractors say he's a scumbag, all he cares about is money, money dictates everything he does, you know, he just is more concerned about the money you're going to throw his way than anything else, you know? And if that guy continued donating the Phil and didn't do the whole Hitler thing or whatever, he would have sided with him and told you, Foxy McFox, to go pound sand. That's what he would have done. Well, yeah, it is. So that's what he would have done to you, Foxy. And the thing too, Fox, is he would have put you on timeout, and he would have called you out and read you the riot act in front of the stream, in front of the congregation, in front of the cult. He would have called you out and said, mind your business. You're not the streamer. This is Phil's streams. Whoever he wants to whoever he wants to keep or unban is his business. and he would have treated you like shit, regardless of how much money you threw at him or supported him. He would have treated you just like any other peon. And I'm curious to know how Fox feels about that today, because I did notice that he was pretty quiet after he dropped that second donation. He really wasn't saying much about it, and I want to know how he feels. Really, I want to know how he feels. Did he
eat it?
Did he eat
Give
it?
me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
Did Foxy eat it and sent the spoon? Or did he tell Phil, no, fuck you. You eat shit out of my ass. I want to know. Come on, Fox, step up, brother. Come on. I treated you nicely last week. I modded you. I told people to to chill, to be nice. We're gonna treat you nice, brother. Come on, come hang out. Cause I know you came on last week to call duty out and to make statements that weren't factually true. And I'll give you credit. When you realized that you were wrong, you apologized and said, oh, I didn't know that, which is fine. You didn't have all the information. That's perfectly fine. So come on, brother. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the door open for Fox if he wants to come and chill. I'm gonna probably message him, see if I can find to message him, just to see if he comes hang on the podcast for a little while. And if he comes on the podcast for a little while, yeah, we'll definitely see that. Oh, okay, someone just redeemed a soundbite. Let's redeem it, folks. Ready? You ready, brother? Here's your soundbite.
Are you retarded? Are you retarded? Are you retarded?
Are you guys hearing that on stream?
Are you retarded? Are you retarded? Are you retarded? Are you retarded?
It's not playing. What the fuck's going on?
Are you retarded?
That was supposed to play.
Are you retarded?
Soundbite. Did you hear it? Oh, you hear it. Good, good. Good. Yes, are you retarded? Yes. Somebody redeemed. Okay, someone redeemed the It's a Retarded soundbite on Kick. So, yes, if you do have channel points, you can use them. Yes, exactly. Big ups, brother. I appreciate your redeeming. Moral support is very nice. Duty appreciates moral support. Okay, great. You guys heard. Okay, that was for, who redeemed that? That was for Let's Maga. Big ups to Let's Maga for redeeming it. Hopefully, YouTube will have the same features. It'll be nice. Maybe if I set up the channel points, we'll be good to go. Flex your freedom. Thank you. Oh, this is a... Oh, wait a minute. Flex your freedom. Hold on a second. Wait. Flex your freedom, brother. Were you the guy on Phil's stream where he called you out yesterday? I don't know if this is the same guy, Flex. I do see that you are a branded channel, or you're a affiliated channel. You're something. I'm not sure what that classification is. Were you the dude that came on the Phil stream yesterday and told him to drink chlorine? No, they told him to drink pool water. Someone told Phil yesterday to drink pool water, and he got bent out of shape, and he acted like a child. That's not him. Fuck. That was great though, by the way. Anyway, big ups, Flex Your Freedoms. How you doing, brother? Is Phil trans? No, I don't think he's trans. I think he might be a little bit closeted though. He might like men. He probably does. Duty is criticism on you. Yes. Anyone can criticize Duty. I don't mind. That's okay. The only thing too is that if you do criticize me and I don't think it's valid, I'll bring it up. I'll say, oh no, wait a minute, that was Beard. Okay, you know what? Let's watch that real quick. Like, yeah, no, I don't mind you guys criticizing me or whatever, but it's all good. It's all good. I don't mind at all, bro. I do not mind whatsoever. Just don't be a douchebag about it. Like, don't come on and start yelling at me and telling me I'm a dent and all this shit. Like, don't, because of course that's gonna just cause me to negatively react. But if you just want to come on and just, even if you call me a dent, I don't give a shit. That's fine. Just chill. Don't and don't harass people. That's the other thing. All right, let's watch. Let me see. Hold on. I don't want to give Phil the fucking view. When did he watch it? It was here. It was the Q and back. All right, let's watch that clip real quick. Let's watch it. Shout out to Raw Phil. Shout out to Raw Phil.
Where there's a lot of issues with payouts that didn't.
Oh man, I gotta find the clip.
All right, come on, that's it. Now,
does anyone know I know he did it early.
Okay.
I want to play it because I want to call this out because I know I got shit last year for a post that I made joking, a joking post.
Okay.
That I got shit all over.
Thank you to a troll.
I didn't click any of that. YouTube just started auto playing random videos of mine
let
again.
Me find it. It's on Memology?
All right. They actually didn't like it at all.
All right, let's watch Memology. I'd rather get Memology.
You know.
Shout out Memology. Oh, Memology. It's Memology. Sorry, I know. Don't yell. DSP. Sorry. Yes. I know. My apologies. Let's. Was this it right here? Yeah, this is it. I think this is right. Is this it? Hours. I think so. All right, let's find this.
I love it, and you know,
Memology, one-on-one. DSP tries it. The GOAT. If you're not subbed, go sub them. He is the GOAT. Let's watch this. Yeah, let's watch this because this actually shows the clip of GTA that I want to talk about. Shout out Memology. Big ups Memology.
It's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house.
Yeah, I found it. Let's Maga
over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with. That's the worst feeling.
Yeah, maybe you should be more financially responsible, brother.
The valedictorian has spicy language. Well, it's probably because he's gay, so they probably have a bunch of swear words relating to that, right? Well, you know, we'll see what happens. Fucking gay. It's so bad. It's so badly made. Crumble Cookies will tag. Months ago, I said I either wanted to do Crumble Cookies or what was the other one? Crave Cookies. They're very similar businesses in my area.
By the way, Duty has had Crumble. For the most part, like I've had it like 3 times. Twice I had it, it was good. It was really good, especially if you go, like some of their stuff is a little bit weird, but if you go to like their staples, you know, like they have a chocolate peanut butter one that's fucking, it's like a chocolate chip peanut butter one. It's amazing. And then they have an Oreo one, which is pretty good. It's okay. It's pricey. It's fucking pricey as fuck. I think for 3 cookies, I spent like fucking $13 or whatever on it. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. It's not bad. It's not bad. Certain things are good. It's pretty good. You love the peanut butter? Yeah. Yeah, the peanut butter, the chocolate peanut butter. Yeah, it's good.
And I was down for it. But then a lot of people started to complain and say, this isn't what they wanted. Why am I doing it if no one wants it? And then someone actually threatened me and says that if I go to one of these cookie places, they're going to show up and beat me up.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Now, obviously, that was fake, and, you know, no one's ever going to do that.
Oh,
the people who
okay,
fucking say this stuff.
Wait. Then why didn't you do it, brother? Why didn't you go ahead and do the Crumble? Because, by the way, let's not forget, he's talking shit here. He didn't want to do the Crumble because he would have had to go pick it up. He would have had to waddle his ass into his car and drive a few blocks and pick it up. And Phil didn't want to do that. That was too much work for this fucker. So that's the reason why. But, of course, he needs to say detractors. He came up with some lame bullshit and said someone in the detractor or someone messaged him. He either said someone messaged him or someone in Discord said that they know someone that works at the Crumble and they were going to fuck with his food. They said nothing about beating him up. This was all about they were going to fuck with Phil's cookies. But of course, he couldn't say that. He had to say, oh, they threatened me. Fuck off, man. Duty, listen, Duty, I think the clip from Robust Urban Garlic are getting better than yours. What do you have to say? I don't know. He's good. I like his stuff.
Stuff online
his
are
stuff is
insanely...
Robust Urban Garlic is pretty cool, yeah. No, he's definitely good, man. Yo, man, watch whatever you want, dude. As long as you're watching DSP Detractor content, it's all good for me, brother.
You know, cowardly wimps who just hide online. That's who they are. That's why they say this kind of stuff.
Is that what he said? Someone win? Yeah.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm going to find out who the fuck you are.
It's coming for us.
Yes, Young Cole, anyone who supports me gets people harassing them, whether it's video comments, whether it's social media posts, whatever it is, just ignore it. The best way to handle online nonsense from morons is just ignore it completely, and then they go away because they have no response. What it is they're trying to goad you into a response because then they feel like they got some attention because they have no attention in their real life. So this is how they feel like they have some...
Well, he would normally do that, yes, but I believe the DoorDash Crumble wasn't on the DoorDash. So he was going to have to drive to go pick it up. And that's when he started coming up with all the excuses about, oh, what's going on here, blah, 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 blah. So
some kind of worth or meaning. So if you just ignore them, they go away.
You don't
if you
ignore.
Respond and engage, they won't go away. They'll keep.
Wait. Come on, Phil. What's going on here, brother? Rules for me, not rules for thee, not for me. Is that what you're talking about here, Phil? You brother, react to every fucking thing that comes your way. Like someone can drop a Pepe emoji or a hairbrush, and you react to it, and you see it like a dumbass. And then you got the nerve to tell this. By the way, this is what. If you don't know what's going on here, there was a supporter of Phil who has dropped like 3 donations recently, right? And every single time he's trying to tell Phil, "Hey, man, I'm being harassed because people found out I was supporting you," right? And Phil's like, "Oh, well, you know, don't have any of your personal information tied to your online thing. And by the way, you might want to delete your Facebook, your Twitter. Don't have an internet presence. Just make sure to support me," right? That's Phil's reaction to this. You know, not, well, you know what? You shouldn't support me then. If it's causing you this much angst or problems, don't support me because these people will keep at it, right? No, Phil didn't do that at all. Phil just wanted to make sure that he didn't want to address he wanted to give him advice of, look, man, you have to be stronger than the detractors. He gave them Cyrax. He gave them straight up Cyrax feedback. So Cyrax is funny because when Cyrax, whenever he needs help, and people tell him, no, if we help you, we're going to get shit on by William Gloryhole, your detractors, they're going to fuck with us, they're going to get our job, they're going to get us fired from our jobs. And what did he say? Oh, who gives a shit? If you lose your job, it's not a big deal. You just find another one. Or if you get doxxed or someone steals your credit card information, you just go get another one. It's that type of information that he gave this guy, right? And yesterday, he finally super chatted him and said, yo, this is my last donation because these motherfuckers, whoever it is they're contacting my job or they're threatening to contact my job. And he's like, I'm done. I'm tired of this bullshit. It's too much shit. And, Phil just saying, all right, brother, I understand. It's perfectly good. I appreciate you hanging out and leaving it like that. No, he tells the guy, no, you must stand up to the detractors. Don't let them win. That's basically what he said to them. Don't let them win. And then, of course, he told him, look, man, just delete your social presence. Don't post on Twitter. Don't post your personal information. Don't have a Facebook. Become one of these fucking people that live in these what do they call them? Those people that live off the grid. They have a certain type of man. Yes, become a hollow man. What's the term for people that live off the grid? There's a term for them. I forgot what it is. Off-gridders or some shit like that. Yes. Just so that but make sure you have your phone so that you can still support me.
Bothering you.
He wants them to turn into cat. That's the advice he gave them. Shut off your social media except me and keep supporting.
Well, look who's back. Now, I already said this before and they didn't answer, so I'm going to publicly ask this right now. To this person who donated all this support yesterday, are you going to abide by the rules as is required like everyone else? Meaning you don't insult me, you don't insult others, and you're actually a positive force for the stream. Because if you're going to sit here and you're going to start spewing insults, I'm just going to ban you right now and save us all the time. Your money doesn't buy you immunity to act like an asshole here on the stream. So are you going to behave or do I ban you right now? So that way we could just focus on the game because I've already had enough. Really? Well, they said I'm sorry. Are you sincere? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because you gave me $10. But I'll warn you right now. Your money doesn't buy you immunity to act like an asshole here on the stream. If you act up, I'm going to be very upset and I'm going to waggle my finger at you like this on the stream.
Oh, yeah, it's a joke.
And that is a very, very serious matter. Let me tell you something. All right? All right, well, and for the record, everyone thinks that this guy, PPP's 600-pound gun, everyone thinks this is Iron Chef Sakai on a sock account. Like, literally everyone. Not only detractors, but like...
No, I don't think he's Iron Chef Sakai. I think I've seen him on the Lolcow Live podcast. He's one of their whales.
Like everyone, fans, everyone believes that it's ICS. But you got to abide by the rules. The moment that I see you breaking the rules, that's it. The wrath of God shall be struck upon you. All right. Rock Bottom Podcast did a $5 super chat and says if they can't charge back, then just take the money. People don't have to read it. Well, again, I understand that. You're right. You're absolutely right. And the thing is, I want people to understand that my streams are my place of business.
It says on the address, Phil Burnell, DSP Gaming. Now, wait a minute. I have never had a registered business, meaning DSP Gaming, my YouTube channel, even though it's trademarked, I do trademark it. It's never been a registered business.
All right. And
it's not, by the way, it's not registered. I think someone actually did trademark his name. So if you go to the trademark site and pull up DSP Gaming, I think someone did trademark it. But I don't think anyone registered his name like DSP Gaming or Burnell Enterprises or whatever. I don't think anyone registered that as a business. He used to years ago, but I don't think he does that anymore.
It needs to have a working, safe environment. We can't have a place where people think that they can do whatever they want because they're throwing money around. The rules apply to everyone. Everyone needs to be safe. Everyone needs to be treated equally here. No favors, none of that nonsense where, I bought my way into favor and shit like that. That doesn't fly here, all right? So it's that simple. If I see it, you're gone. Just like everybody else, okay? Everyone should be treated the same. So let's see what happens today. They just apologized. They said, I'm sorry. So let's see. Literally the entire group of people, and you know how many people watch my fucking streams and everything. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to have an eye on this guy and see what he says today.
People?
Fox McFox at a $5 super chat says he already broke the rules. He said every detractor meme in chat yesterday, but money gives him a pass. No, I just asked him outright, called 100%. Him out, and he apologized. What would you like me to do? Put his balls on the coals? Should I have him walk on broken glass? You know, he said he's sorry, so let's see if he's for real. Shout out.
By the way, real quick, yes, I believe Pescator was the one that stated that someone did trademark DSP Gaming. Now, Phil, I know you like to sit there and talk about lawsuits and all that. You know what I mean? And I know when you start throwing that around, it irks certain people. Well, it's not to say that what happens if this guy starts to decide that, you know what, I earned the DSP Gaming trademark. I own it. I paid for it. I want you to change your name. And if not, I'm going to sue you. How do you feel about that, Phil? Again, you got to be careful, man. When you start throwing out these lawsuit terms and threats, it annoys a lot of people. Because I know most people know that this is the fucking internet. I mean, even Keem yesterday on his podcast said that when he was talking about the Review Tech USA nonsense with Jay and, not Jay, with Ape Eric and Ames and Rich was like, I'm going to sue you. He's not fucking suing anyone. Rich isn't suing anyone, okay? It's just stupid. First of all, what are you suing him for? Defamation? Slander? You're a fucking internet personality. You'll never win that. Okay, fuck off. I hate when people do that shit. So fucking stupid.
There's one final thing I will say. It's a running thing that I've been saying for many years. I'll say it again this morning, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, money talks. Money
what do I do?
Talks. Now, guys, please support the stream. Right now, we are at $41 to support out of the 150 goal. We still have 2.5 hours left, but momentum has completely stalled. We haven't had much support at all. All right. Please, let's get some for GTA.
Let's go.
Here you go. The Blimp says, same thing happened to me. You're completely right. You ignore it. Make sure you have no socials attached to your YouTube account or anything public. These people are crazy. They came at me a couple years ago because I enjoy a streamer. They don't. It's crazy behavior. That's right. You put nothing on the internet because if you do, if you get one crazy asshole, one who is obsessed with you, who doesn't like you for some reason, it doesn't even have to be a good reason. They could just be crazy. You have given them an insane wealth of information that they can now use to mess with your life. Maybe 99.9% of people on the planet would never care and ignore you, but there may be one asshole or one crazy idiot, okay? That's what you got to be careful of. And I know, well, that's paranoid. No, it's not paranoia. It's reality. It's just that
Someone made a really good point here. Someone made a really good point. Where's it at? Lag made a really good point here. Here it is. I found it. Maybe if Oh, okay, all right. I thought you, but it's all right. So Lag said maybe if you have to hide who you are, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I can understand why people keep their anonymity and stuff like that. That's fine. But what I was gonna say is that you can avoid all this, Phil, getting your donations, right? You can avoid this without worrying about people attacking your donors. Is why don't you just shut off notifications? Shut it off. Just shut off your notifications. For example, when people tip you, no one needs to know that they tipped you. You can just say, hey, I received a donation. Thank you. And say the amount and read their message and don't say their name. Why don't you just do that? And then that way no one knows who donated what, okay? Now, Super Chats might be a little difficult because Super Chats, it does pop up your name or whatever. But again, you can take the extra step of not showing that on your stream. Just don't have it pop up. And then people would have to do that extra legwork of going to your streams, seeing who donated, and so on. Maybe you could do that. That way you can help these people out. But of course, Phil's not going to do anything. He's just going to tell people to become a hermit, delete your socials, but make sure to still keep giving me money.
We were in the internet's infancy when all these things started being created.
Yeah, the
Facebook
leaderboard.
And all
That's
this
another
shit.
thing. Yeah.
Now, 20 years.
The leaderboard, it just sits there all day long showing everyone who donated what. So if you want to see if someone donated $99, there's a target right there on that person's head.
Later, now we have an entire generation of fucked up people who are doing messed up things on the internet, and people are getting shocked. Oh, this is happening to me. That's happening to me. Yeah, because we didn't prepare ourselves for this digital age of like chaos and harassment. We didn't. There's not even people who are monitoring stuff to stop it, right? Like there's no cops you can call to get that to stop. They could just do it and get away with it. So do yourself a huge favor if you're watching this right now. Make sure if you're on the internet and you're doing anything public, you have an online game account, you have a chat account on YouTube or on Kick or on Twitch, you use Instagram, you use X, whatever it is, do not put your real life information in it. Do not link it to anything that can be tied to you, your name, your address, where you work, your friends, your relatives. You have to separate.
By the way, this is a Derek Cope, by the way. This is a Derek Cope. So he's still upset that he was forced to get rid of him because of all the shit that happened. And he's upset he had to because there's proof. You know what I mean? There's proof, they're showing it. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's what's going on here. So he's a little upset that that occurred. So let's keep going. Let's keep going here.
Because these people are fucking nuts. They're not like you and me. They don't have lives. They just sit there on the internet. That's their life. Is their virtual self is their self all the time. And to them, to get a rise out of someone is exactly what they need to feel like they lived today. Otherwise, they don't exist. So let me fuck with people today, and as soon as they respond and they post in a chat that they got harassed, I feel good about myself. That's how broken these people are. And it's not one or two. There is a generation of people that are now being raised like this, okay? We have to be very careful now. Us normal people. Frog in my throat. Have to be very careful about how we behave on the internet, all right? So, I apologize that any kind of crazy shit would ever happen to anyone who watches my content, to anyone who has supported my content, and I appreciate that you did support. But now is the time to be careful, vigilant, and to not give them what they want. The moment you even bring it up in a public setting, you've given them exactly what they wanted, attention. What happened? Oh my God! I accidentally grazed the Y button. I'm serious. I accidentally, as I was moving and aiming, I just accidentally like tapped Y and he flew out of the helicopter. I gotta do the whole mission over. You've got to be kidding me. I've got to do the whole mission over now with no ammo. What the fuck? Gee, thanks for the great checkpoint. And also no body armor. I have no ammo and no body armor.
What a fucking stupid game. Oh, stupid fucking game.
Okay.
I lost the man that Robert was there. I can't stand this shit.
Dimitri got away.
Quality merchandise. Thank you.
Oh, guys, forget it. I'm serious. I'm not doing it. I'm done. I can't do it. I don't have ammo to do it. I'm done. I had no idea that was going to happen. Fuck this. We're just going to play the DLC. I'm serious. I'm not going to waste an hour doing this mission. This is stupid. Completely dumb. I didn't fuck it up. The game is just being stupid. Fuck this. Let's go. I'm serious. Just cancel this fucking ending. Go watch the ending for the other 2 times I beat the fucking game, and we'll go do the DLC. This is delaying bullshit. I'm just not wasting time on it anymore. I'm not. Because what just happened is not supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is you go into that courtyard and you fight them, and then you chase Dimitri and you have a showdown. The cops aren't supposed to alert like that. So the cops randomly alerted out of nowhere, and then it fucked the mission up. There was no way. I know hell. There was no way I was going to get through all of those cops and then get to Dimitri. I was going to die. So I'm fucked. The only way you can do this, you have to have full armor, full health, full ammo on everything, and do one perfect run all the way through without having issue. So by me using the helicopter guns, which is a trick you don't need to ever use them, and to actually accidentally graze Y, that's it. There's no point. I've already seen the fucking ending a million times. I'm not doing it. I'm serious. I'm putting my foot down. The ending is stupid because it's glitchy like that. You have dumb things that happen, and you got to redo the whole mission from the start. I want to see the fucking DLC, and I'm tired of waiting.
Fuck it. Next game.
I'm sorry that the last mission is messed up. I'm not. We did half an hour. I'm done. I want to do the DLC today. I'm not wasting any more time on this. Seriously. I've beaten it twice on camera. I've probably beaten this 10 times total. I'm not wasting time on this mission because they fucked it up and it's wonky. All right. All right. So it's not me. It's the games. You understand what I'm trying to say to you now? This is the state of the industry at this point. Oh, really? A verified YouTuber just came in and asked me to drink pool water. How about I report you to YouTube for telling someone to harm themselves on YouTube? You think they're going to like your verified status after I showed that you said that on YouTube?
Here it is. Oh.
You think YouTube likes verified members telling other people to harm themselves? That'd be interesting. Want to see what happens? Because I have it right here on screen. I can capture it. I can send it right to them. How'd you like that? You're going to come in my stream and say dumb shit like that? How about you kiss my ass?
Oh, okay. All right. I wanted to bring this up here because, here's some weak ass pansy shit from Phil. Okay. So the guy that came in said, Phil, I want you to drink pool water or something like that, right? Pool water. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like anyone can drink pool water. It's fine. He didn't say chlorine, chlorinated pool water. He just said pool water, right? Okay. And whatever the intent was, whatever, right? But his reaction to this was just so fucking lame. Little bitch. And the reason why I'm calling this out is remember last year with when the whole Kino arc started? I made a tweet on YouTube. I made a tweet on Twitter where someone said, "Oh, Phil said X, Y, and Z about me." Like he wanted me to Minecraft myself or whatever, right? And he was doing some other shit. And I just put a post out there on Twitter responding and said, "Oh, I counted like 6 terms of service violations, right?" And then Kino Casino didn't like that. Like they reached out and said, "Dude, we don't have a problem with you, but we don't like when people do this. That's a dog whistle.
I need that.
You're calling people to report Phil, right?"
Fighting games.
Thank you,
The game
brother.
dropped
Thank
my
you for the
inputs.
5, brother.
GTA 4.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't drop my input.
Yes, exactly. I said the same exact thing. I actually created a short there of
Phil
that.
got pool
Oh, brother,
water
thank
in
you for
his
being
Gina.
a member, brother. Phil got pool water in his Gina. He does. Yes, he does. He does. I think maybe his mom left him. Maybe his mom dropped him in water and left him in there a little bit too long when she was small. Brother, Rare Tricks, brother. Thank you, brother, for the gift of sub, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you did get that gift of sub, make sure to thank Rare Tricks for his generosity. Thank you. So thank you, brother, for the 5. And of course, Paul, I appreciate you being a member for 13 months, brother. I think you're one of my oldest members that are recurring. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that does count towards the goal. All right. So I posted it, right? And of course, I'm joking. Like, I even had a laughing emoji at the end of it because I think it was hysterical that Phil was crying, and just because I was making fun of him, he wanted me to Minecraft myself, right? And then I got a lot of shit from people saying, oh, that's a dog whistle, blah, 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 blah. And I even responded and said, no, I wasn't doing a dog whistle. And I think I even responded to the text and said, hey, that wasn't my intent. If it came off that way, my apologies. That's not what I intended, right? So then you have Phil here doing the same exact shit here, right? That he called me out for it. So he called me out about this.
Phil wants duty shot all over the street.
He does. Yes, he does. Me and the CEOs, exactly. Thank you, brother, for the $4.99, brother. I appreciate it. So you know, he made it a point to call me out about that. He said, "Oh yeah, dude, he's telling people to report me and all this shit." And you know, he literally said that on his stream, and I was like, "Dude, I didn't do that." And if it came off that way, I even sent a follow-up tweet and apologized and said that wasn't my intent. Blah blah blah. Because I don't do that. I don't do the reporting bullshit or whatever. Because first of all, it doesn't even work. Everyone knows it doesn't fucking work. So why bother, right? And you know, but whatever. I said it. People took it that way. I apologized and moved on, right? And then you have Phil here doing the same exact shit here. This is a dog whistle, brother. This is the dog whistle, right? This is someone that apparently you didn't like what they said, and you started threatening them, saying that you were going to report them for terms of service violation, right? And maybe, Phil, you didn't report them, but what's not to say that one of your dents wouldn't report them? So again, rules for thee, rules for thee, not for me. That's how Phil lives. And that's very hypocritical. Exactly. It is very, very fucking hypocritical when he does that shit. All right? So you might want to keep that same energy, brother. Keep that same energy when it comes. Like, keep it consistent. You know, if you don't like when Duty puts a post out there about your terms of service violations, then maybe you shouldn't highlight when people maybe break terms of service violations, okay? Yeah, Bird. Big ups, Bird. Shout out, Bird. Maybe if Bird was busy, he'd want to pop on, I'd say hi to him. Let's see. Such Sublime. How long you been detracting? 4 or 5 years? It's been like 4 years. Following you since way back when you were bitch about how you bomb YouTube with the... Yeah. Duty used to put like 11, 12 videos a day out there. And by the way, I was mimicking Phil. Remember when Phil used to put like fucking 20, 30 videos out a day? I was doing the same thing, just mocking Phil. It's the reason why I talk in the third person. Because Lolcows like Phil love to talk in the third person. Are we being dog lit? Is Duty gas? No, I'm all good, brother. All right, let's watch this again. Let's see this small PP energy going on over here.
Verified YouTuber just came in and asked me to drink pool water. How about I report you to YouTube for telling someone to harm themselves on YouTube? You think they're going to like your verified status after I showed that you said that on YouTube? Oh. You think YouTube likes verified members telling other people to harm themselves? That'd be interesting. Want to see what happens? Because I have it right here on screen. I can capture it and send it right to them. How'd you like that?
Fuck off.
You're going to come in my stream and say dumb shit like that? How about you kiss my ass? What's wrong with...
Yeah, don't come to Snort Korea and talk shit about Kim Jong-un over here.
With pool water, there's chlorine in it. It's poison. If you drink pool water, you can die. You're not supposed to drink pool water. Oh, and he has 1.9 million subs.
Yeah,
oh,
come on, let's get.
That's really good.
Let's get some. I'm gonna put an emote when I can. Then I'm gonna put a pool with water. Let's get some pool waters in the chat.
I really want to play with fire. You come to my channel and say shit like that to me. Wow, is the most fucked up, disrespectful, pussy shit a person could possibly do, and I will never ever respect someone who ever acts like that ever on this planet. All right, come on, that's it. Now we're going hardcore into it. Let's hit the goal. We're at 116. I'm about to turn the stream off. How do we get that far and we're not going to hit the goal? We want to hit the goal so we can do DSP tries at Katsu Burger this week. Let's get some support right now. Let's get a sub on Kick, a super chat, and a tip, and a membership. Let's go. Come on. And it doesn't have to be giant. Just a little bit on each. We can hit this goal right now. We absolutely legit can. I'll case in point. One person contribute right now. Go ahead, anything, and I'll show you. We'll hit this goal. All right, come on. So no one. We're not going to get that one contribution to get the momentum going.
By the way, he did hit the goal technically, because if you were to hear Phil, right, in Phil's eyes, that $99 is his. So whatever money that Dent donated, it technically counted, right, Phil? So why didn't you count that towards the goal? Or do you not feel confident, right? Do you not feel confident in what you were saying? That they can't charge it back. Maybe they can charge it back, right, Phil? Right? But of course he won't do that. All right. Whatever. Yeah, I just wanted to highlight that because, of course, it just shows his fucking hypocrisy. It is. The other thing he did, too, was he rage quit. That's right, he rage quit. Well, technically he rage quit Gears of War multiplayer because he knew he wasn't getting any support for that, and he didn't want to get embarrassed. So he decided he was going to play the campaign, which he did last night. He played the campaign last night, and of course, paid it very poorly. It's terrible. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Tap water is just as bad as pool water, Phil. So I don't know what you're complaining about. And that's what he drinks. He drinks filtered tap water. So there you go, folks. Let's see here. So we did watch the rage quit of the end of that. Casino. We did talk about the WWE Champions. That's right. We talked about Phil's hypocrisy and McFox. Hopefully McFox will come on and chat. Let's see what else here. What else do we have here? I think that's everything. I think we pretty much covered everything on this podcast. Did I miss something? What real quick before we go, let's see. Marine X, brother, how you doing? I asked Phil, why isn't he counting the... Yeah, exactly, the $99 towards his community goal. In theory, you're making the community give you more money. Yep, exactly. He does this all the time. Like, he'll get a tip early on the stream, and he won't shout it out because he's hoping to hit the 150 goal. And then what he does is at the very end, he goes, oh, I also got a tip for $40 or $50. Because that's what he's doing. He's trying to build this... He's trying to build this atmosphere of, oh, we're going to fail to hit the goal, or I'm not getting enough support. He does that all the time. He either does that or he does the fake tips. It's ridiculous. Like, he's not fooling anybody. It's manipulation for this shit. What would put all this shit away is if he finds a payer that actually does the notifications for him. You know what I mean? So if he can get, I don't know, he can get one of these apps that work with YouTube or whatever to get some notifications going, then he'll probably he won't have this issue. Because anytime someone supports him, it'll pop up on stream automatically. We won't have to rely on him to tell us whether he received tips or not. And yeah, he did that with the cat review, with Jasper's cat review. He ended up getting $1,000 at the very beginning, right? And then he said the goal is $1,000 to show Jasper. So he already got the $1,000 before the stream even started. He didn't tell anyone about it. He waited until he hit the $1,000 goal on the stream. Then after the fact, he said, oh, by the way, I did get another $1,000. So he got $2,000 for a cat review. When he could have just said at the very beginning, I got the 1,000, so here's the stupid cat. So, you know. So we know he does that shit. Is Cat gone? I'm like 75% sure that she's gone. Yeah, she's gone. Definitely 100% roommates. They're at least roommates. We know that. They're probably sleeping in separate bedrooms. I'm pretty sure that that's the case. I love the art animated style thumbnails. Thank you, brother. I got someone that does them for me. He comes to the stream every so often. Shrilio. Big ups for him, brother. He does some nice AI streams. Some nice AI. He uses Chat GPT, I believe. Rare Tricks. Is this bum ever going to button his shirt? No, he's not. Detractors made fun of his humongous tits. He will never button up his shirt ever again. Guarantee you. Duty, can you take a shot? Can you what? Can you shout out my channel? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Derek258, by the way. Derek258. Did I? Let me see. Do me a favor. Post your channel. I thought I subbed to you. Didn't I sub to you? Yeah, I subbed to you. Look. Derek258. Our very own Derek. The non-pedo one. The non-pedo Derek. The good style human. The good guy. He's creating content, folks. He is. He's creating content. Some DSP. Some other stuff. You know what I mean? Let's do it the favor. You know what I mean? If you guys want to support a detractor, go check out Derek258. Give him a sub, give him a like. You know what I mean? I think he's trying to grow his channel. He's just starting. So big ups to Derek258. Yeah, maybe reconsider changing the name, man. Because Derek just, sadly, I'm sorry, Derek just has a bad flavor in the DSP track there. Because of Diddlin' Derek, yes. And no, but let's be clear. This is Derek, not Derish. Completely different. Completely different. Yes. Big ups. Yeah, go get here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna post this thing here. Just give him some love, man. It's always nice, man. It's always nice to support. Why did that work? Here, I will pin it. Yeah. So here you go. Replace the pin message. There you go. Big ups, Derek. I caught some of it. I gave him a sub. I gave him a like. There you go, brother. You're welcome, brother. You're a staple of the community, and I'm happy that I have my very own Derek here on stream. The non-pedo type. Derek, let's get this straight. Derek is a good human. All right? He's not a creep. He's not a creep. He's a nice guy. No. He's not. He's a very nice gentleman. Yes. All right. I think, did we cover everything? Let's just, before we wrap up, let's cover everything. So, real quick, let me look at my channel. I want to view my channel real quick. All right, so I'm gonna hold on a second. I'm gonna give you guys the lowdown here because I think this is very critical news. You guys ready? This is extremely critical news. Now I gotta hide it real quick because I don't want you guys seeing some information. It may hurt my family. So right now we are at, for YouTube, we are at 29,723 subs. That's right. 29,723 subs. So we're literally what? 277 subscribers away. That's it. 277. I got it. By the way, a couple of people were asking me, "Oh, how did what my analytics?" It's really funny. Like I ended up getting almost like 2,000. No. So I ended up getting about close to 2,000 subs in like the last 2 months. Like 2,000 subs, man. It's pretty crazy. And it's funny because I've had a couple controversies. Recently, just detractor shit or whatever. And each time my channel did take a slight dip. Like I was telling this person, I was like, yeah, the ludicrous stuff that happened in June or July. I ended up losing like 200 to 300 subscribers, I think. Like 200 subscribers. Yeah, it was like 200 subscribers. And I was just like, all right, it always happens. People get upset, they unsub or whatever, but most of the time they probably come back. Whatever, it is what it is. Well, I got over 15,000 mods. So half of you guys are mods. The other half aren't mods. So, some people got upset or whatever, and it's fine.
Got people on Kick. Thanks for all the moral support.
Oh, I got a follower.
If you give me some real support.
Is that a moral support or a follow? I think it's a follow. Did someone follow on the channel? I think someone followed. Maybe it was moral support. Big ups. If it was a follow, I think I'm up to like 16. I'm up to over 1,600 followers on Kick. So that's always nice. Thank you. Yes. I am trying to get verified on Kick. I am. So I got to meet certain metrics. So I can shove that in Phil's face. So let's see what else. So what I was saying. All right. So I got a little, but then I ended up getting a big bounce. Like I think I ended up getting like 1,000 sub bump in like 2 or 3 weeks, which is always nice. And then with this whole, the whole Eagle thing, I think a lot of maybe her subscribers, subbed to my channel.
Subs.
So I ended up getting like another 1,000.
Snap and lose his mind.
Well, something major has to happen. I think if he goes on the Keemstars podcast, if he goes on the Lolcow Live.
Hey, got people on Kick. Thanks for
big ups for all the moral support, brother.
Great if you give me some real support.
Big ups for the moral support, brother. I appreciate that. On Kick. Let's see. So, maybe if he goes on Lolcow and they snake him, maybe that might be it. Maybe that might that might set him off. That might be the last straw. I don't know. That could be it, but we'll see. So like I was saying, I ended up getting like 1,000 sub bump. Now the interesting thing was, for the whole early bird controversy, I know I got a lot of, flack for that. I didn't lose any subs. I gained subs. So I don't know what to tell people. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Whatever. Goldie FX, thank you for being an Only Iced Coffee investor. That's a new sub. That counts towards the goal. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a member. And Goldie, anyone else that's a member? Moral support. Big ups, brother.
Give me some real support.
I'm going to be posting the September giveaway. You are eligible. Everyone else is. You just go in there, you drop a comment, and then there's a $25 gift card, a $25 cash, or other stuff that I do, your choice. So I'm putting that out there. There you go. Don't count that one. All right, okay. No, you can still. It's fine. It's fine. I'll still. You can still do the giveaway. You can charge me back. It's perfectly fine. So yeah, I didn't lose any subs with the last controversy, but I did gain, which is nice. So that's why Duty's almost at 30,000. Dude, let's get a round of applause for Duty. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie, no. I'm not gonna lie. There were people that were cool with me. I'll just say that were kind of cool with me. That even them, they decided that that was a bridge too far. That was too far. Duty broke the terms of service of detracting, and even that went way too far. Reporting on a story, I guess, is going way too far, but whatever, it's fine. Shit crazy. I remember when you were only at 2K. Yeah. That was in 2022, I think it was. So, yeah. And by the way, the end goal is 100K. We hit 100K. Duty's doing a face reveal. Yes. Duty will go to, look, I'm writing this down right now. Ready? If I hit 100,000 subs, Duty will travel to Renton to the Snort Fort and do a face reveal and record it. A live stream in Renton. Now, I don't know where exactly, if it's going to be at the Snort Fort or maybe Cat's Job. I don't know. But 100K, we're doing a Duty face reveal. You get to see my face, my luscious body. And it'll be in Renton, somewhere in Renton. I promise it. A Duty promises, and a Duty promise, you can mail it in. So let's get me to 100K. Let's see the gay logs. From that being said, and I'm not blaming that being said in WPIG, because I mean, I guess maybe some of their viewers, whatever, fine. I don't want to tie it to alt, because it's not alt. It's not alt. Alt had a problem with what I did, and I respect that. That's fine. Even Maricat or whoever, I respect if you have an issue with what I did. I do. It's just some people come off retarded. They just do, and that's what pisses me off the most about it. Like, if you want to be critical about it, that's fine. Be critical and let me know. It's all good. But there's just a handful that wanna try to trash me and just throw out other shit, made up shit. And those are the people that I'm clowning on. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Those gatekeepers. I'm not talking about someone that says, "Oh, Duty, you shouldn't have done that. That was stupid of you." I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those people that every little thing I get blamed for. Those are the fucking idiots I'm talking about. Yes, I will shade. Exactly. I do whatever I want. I don't let them get me down or bother me. It's all good. The radicalized one. You know, the funny thing is, the people that had the biggest problem with me are the ones that were in Early Bird's Discord spamming the shit out of her. Now, no one said anything about that, right? Has anyone said anything about the motherfucking people that were in Early Bird's Discord spamming and harassing her? That's right. I didn't do that. I didn't go to a Discord. I didn't even know she had a Discord. I didn't bother going into a Discord. I don't even do Discord. Right? But no one said anything about that. No one said a fucking peep. And the same people that were shitting all over me and all this shit are those same people that were in there spamming her fucking spamming her Discord, because they're screenshots, and it's the same individuals, the same people that were shitting on me. Those are the same people that were in her Discord spamming her. So I'm not the face of the detractors. I'm not even the biggest detractor out there. You know what I mean? If you want to be real, it's that being said.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Big ups, brother. Thank you for subbing. It's that being said, they're the biggest, they have the biggest podcast. They have 4 good content creators that stream together. It's them. They have multiple shows. Steam does podcasts. They collaborate with a bunch of other detractors. WPIG, at a minimum, they get 1,000 views every stream. And big ups to them, man. They do good work. I love their shows. I enjoy their content or whatever. I watch a lot of it. But whatever. I mean, again, there were certain people that messaged me behind the scenes and said, dude, you shouldn't have done that. You should take it down. You should apologize. And I said to them, no, I'm not going to apologize. You know what I mean? It's fine. I understand you feel that way. And it was cool. Whatever. It was fine. They felt some type of way. They felt some type of way. But then you had, as Phil likes to say, the vocal minority. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I think you have more subs than their group channel. Probably, man. But you know what I mean. Subs come and go. Excalibur, why does Phil keep shouting you out? I don't know. Maybe he loves to say the word duty. He likes to play with duty. That's probably what it is. He's under the impression that maybe I'm the loudest detractor. Maybe that's what it is. I'm probably the loudest. I'm not the biggest. I am the loudest. And Phil does see and hear me a lot. Maybe that's what it is. Some might be former SOK. It could be. It could be. You know what I mean? I don't know. Atlas is good, but hardly ever. Yeah, Atlas is cool. I love Atlas's podcasts and streams. Yeah, him, Brand Dude, they're all good. And again, I have zero beef with any detractor in the Vortex. None of them. I did watch the podcast this weekend, that being said, and I heard what Merrick had to say. I heard what Steve had to say. I heard what Len the Derange, and what all said. And I'm all good with that. I'm all good with that's their opinion. It's all good. I have no beef with them. It's all not a problem. Not a problem at all. I still follow them. I still watch them. I have no beef. I'm not crying about it. I'm not DMing them, bitching and complaining, saying, why'd you say that? No, brother, it's all good. Just, and again, it's all about your opinion. It's all about, and it's all good. I don't want to be that person that gatekeeps people by saying, you can't say this. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. There you go. Ames. Oh, Ames. Oh, that's what I forgot. Ames is in the house. Ames is in this house. Ames. Oh, what about Chill? Yeah, I saw what Chill did. All I'm going to say about Chill is, do you, brother. Just, I hope the best for you and your fam, brother. That's all I'm going to say about Chill. Let's see here. Ames, let's talk about Ames. Big ups to Ames. That's right. Ames got a shout out yesterday on the Kino Casino stream and Lolcow Live. That's right. He's blowing up. Ames is blowing up. Ames is going to be the next duty stream. If you don't know who Ames32 is, he is in the DSP Vortex. But he's recently branched out and been a big I don't even want to say A-logger. He's been someone that's holding Rich, Review Tech USA, accountable, right? And just to give you a small story right here, just to give you a small story about Ames. So, you guys know I used to chill on Review Tech USA streams, whatever. I was a moderator there, amongst other people, but I never really moderated. You know what I mean? And then when Review Tech USA decided he wanted to go after detractors and start a war with them, right? Ames was one of the sensible people that actually tried to have a conversation with Rich, right? Remember, he talked about Snort Hogan. Rich was shitting on Snort Hogan. He was shitting on Hate Army. It was just going on and on and on, right? And Ames, actually, I got to give Ames major prop. He said, look, dude, you know what I mean? You're calling on detractors to come to call into your podcast and have a conversation. Ames said, sure, brother. And Ames did. Ames came on. Ames had a conversation. They talked about everything that was going on. Ames tried to ask him questions. And Rich decided that he wanted to mock him. He wanted to mock him. He wanted to criticize him. He wanted to call him an incel. He didn't take him seriously. And I remember telling Rich, yo, that's fucked up. We were never friends. I just know him as an acquaintance. I haven't been on the streams in like 8 months. I'm not modded there. I'm not modded. You know, he's off the hinge. He really is. Rich is just off the hinge. He is. So he started like shitting all over Ames, and I'm like, dude, why are you shitting on? You call someone to come onto your podcast, right? And then you treat them like shit. That doesn't make any sense. And I called him out on it. I said, dude, what the fuck you doing? Like, he's not, and Ames wasn't shitting on him. He wasn't trashing him. He was having a sensible conversation with Rich, right? And then after that, it was like, oh, okay, well, you know, all you just did was you just made you made another enemy. You know what I mean? You made another enemy. And not that Ames is his enemy or whatever, but, you know, Ames has been very critical against Rich. And Ames does stream, by the way. Ames does have a channel. Ames, what's your channel, Ames? I know I'm subbed to you. It's not Ames32, is it? Oh, here it is. All right, Ames. Wow, look, he doubled in membership. Big ups to Ames. So here's Ames streams if you want to catch him out. If you're in the Review Tech USA, another guy, the Kino folks might be more interested. This is Ames Street 2. This is the guy that they highlighted in Kino's chat. He's up to 540. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's try to get him monetized. He's a good dude. He does stream jazz. He's a good dude. All right. So then, of course, Rich, Ames, I don't know, Rich. Ames, I don't know what happened. Did Rich ask you to come on, or you came on? I'm not sure. So Ames decided to come on, you know, and hop on. Ames, what are you doing, Ames? Do you want to do a Discord? You want to jump on the call, chat about it, or are you too busy? If you're busy, it's fine. So you can explain it. We can have a little conversation here. If not, it's perfectly fine, brother. It's all good. GBRC, brother. Thank you for the 10.
I've never run into this thing before.
Oh, money creature. I can bring you on if you want. We could chat about it. It's up to you, brother. It's up to you.
What the hell was that?
Or detractor's dog on fill in one form or another, but posting a picture of Phil's front door is too much. That's just stupid to me. Where is the detractor's rule book saying that can't be done?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I said my piece on that. It was so stupid.
Donate, or get the fuck out.
It was so dumb. It was so dumb because the outrage was like, okay, where was the outrage for the bank leaks? Where was the outrage? You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just Duty did something, and oh my god, he's a horrible human. All right, Ames. All right, so I don't think Ames answered. Okay, that's fine. Ames, if you can't jump on, that's cool. Not a big deal. So then, apparently, we can watch it. Let's actually watch it. Let's watch the video. So, Ames, do you have that video on your channel? Of your call with Rich? Is this one it? Ames, come on, Ames. You're blowing your big chance, brother. You're at work. Don't worry about it, Ames. It's fine. We're going to watch a little bit of your video. I'll direct people to go watch it, whoever hasn't watched it, and then I'll give my thoughts. Okay, all right. So anyway, the other day, Rich was on stream, and then Ames, for some reason, jumped on, or he got called. I'm not sure what happened, the details, but he ended up on Review Tech USA's podcast, and of course, it just evolved. It just evolved. It really did. It really just evolved. It was crazy. It was insane. And regardless of how you feel about Rich or Ames or whatever, it just turned into a big shit show. It really did. And it put Rich in a very bad light. Now, again, I'm not going to talk about whether I'm not going to get into the whole whether, you know, like the Dropbox and all that shit. I'm not getting into that. I think I've talked about that before. That's not my whatchamacallit. But again, you know, you can disagree with someone and try to get your point across without screaming and shouting. It never works, right? And then when you're supposed to be the bigger YouTuber, the bigger content creator, and this is your show, let's just say that Rich let it devolve to the point where Ames was in full control. And I'm sorry, when you have someone reading DM messages from his ex, he lost the plot. Like right there, to me, it was just like, all right, nope, sorry.
I wonder why a lot of people don't like me. It could be because I'm...
All right, so here it is. This is a video, folks. Ames, do I get permission to watch it? I'm pretty sure I can watch it. It's fine. Fair use. So we'll watch a little bit of this. Let's see here. Is this
it's not. They never had access to
Yes,
that.
it is.
Okay, we'll watch a
Then
little
you're
bit of it.
lying, Rich, because the Dropbox
Thank you.
was
We'll watch
for
a little
their
bit, Ames.
pictures.
No, Eric.
Ames, if you want, hit me up on Twitter. If you want to set up a call, maybe me and you can watch this together, and then you can give your thoughts on it whenever you have time.
Dude, Eric,
that is
I'm
what
looking.
you said. I'm not Eric, dipshit. I'm Ames. Stop
Why are you
stuttering,
okay?
fat boy.
Could you stop?
stuttering.
You are very
Stop
emotional.
stuttering.
You are very emotional.
Come on, bro. Come on, dude. Answer the
Can
question.
I show you something? Here is the
I'm
Dropbox
not
right
even
now.
watching your goddamn stream. I don't care. Answer
Well, that's
the question.
good. Can
Answer the
you?
question.
Oh my God.
Answer the question. You gave me the runaround. You pissed me off. Answer the fucking question.
I didn't give you the runaround.
You
This
made
is only
me
my-
do a bunch of bullshit to do something that
Shut up a
Discord
second
could've
and let me
did for
talk.
seconds.
Shut up a second.
fat
Get
bitch.
on. Get it. You need
had
to
a
get on
fun
meds
last
and leave
bag?
your house and shower. Shut up a second.
Yeah, sure. I leave my house. I have a job. You live with your mom on a pull-out fucking Amazon Basics futon sofa bed in the basement, bitch.
And you know what sucks? I make more in a day than you probably make in 2 months. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Why don't you go hide in your basement and buy a gun because you're scared of little girls, you fucking bitch?
What does this have to do with? It is my Dropbox. No one has access to it except
your
me.
Dropbox. No, it's a child's Dropbox that was used by children.
No, it's not.
Okay, all right. So my understanding of the Dropbox was that Rich had a Dropbox, and his ex used to back up their cell phones. So his kid's cell phone and her cell phone. This is my understanding. She had access to the Dropbox, and she used to back up her phone, and that was the reason why the kids' pictures were there. For his stepkids, they were there. And then apparently fucking Jostler and Juicy Booch or wherever the fuck were sending him gay porn. And then I think his PC backs up his shit. I don't really know, to be honest. I really don't know. But that's where the whole allegations about, child pictures and gay porn and all this shit. It's fucking insane. It's crazy. It's just fucking insane. But again, I've given Rich this advice, like, don't respond. Like, I don't understand his need to defend everything. He's like Phil. Phil does the same shit, where everything that he finds offensive or objectionable, he needs to fight with people about it. And then the thing that he does, I've told Rich this before in the past. I said, when you're calling out people, be prepared to get blowback. And it's just not going to be that one person. You're going to get blowback from a wider, more people. You know what I mean? And he just didn't do it. Like, I really thought that this year he started cleaning that up a little bit, and he started focusing on his streams and his channel, but he kind of fell into the same trap again, and I don't know what to say, man. Yeah.
That's what you said, Rich.
Can I finish
That's
my
what you
statement?
said.
Can I finish
No,
what
you're
I'm
lying.
saying?
You're lying.
No, I'm not. This is my Dropbox, and we would take their phones and back up their pictures there. So shut up with
lying.
that. So
You
shut up
say
with that.
gay porn
Shut
in
up
the
with that.
Dropbox.
But it doesn't.
You didn't
Okay,
even have an
okay,
answer.
okay.
I asked you about
Listen,
it earlier,
Ames.
you fat
Listen,
I
Ames.
asked you about it before.
Shut
and you said
up!
You didn't have
A second.
No,
Let
I'm
me
not gonna
finish
shut
saying
up.
a
You're gonna
word.
Answer my question, and you're
It
gonna
has
shut
nothing.
the fuck up.
Ames.
Answer the question. I
Ames.
don't wanna
Jay
hear
is
your
here right
bullshit.
now. Jay
I
is
don't
here
give
right
a
now.
fuck about Jay. Jay's a little bitch too. You're both bitches.
It's a child's. Can
Hey,
you
Jay,
answer?
Jay,
Pause and
what
let me
happened-
answer the
Hey,
question that I
Jay,
have here.
Jay,
Shut
Jay,
up.
What happened to the
Dude, I'm gonna hang up on
investigation?
I'm gonna
Then
hang up on you unless you
bitch.
have a conversation.
Then hang up, bitch. Prove
It's-
to everybody how much of a fucking coward you are. Hang up.
Because you're just rambling over me and you won't answer. Why?
No, because you don't answer the fucking
Shut
question.
up and answer this a second. This is all I had you on for. It is my Dropbox that I backed up files to. It is not a child's Dropbox.
insane.
You
It was a
brain dead,
child's
mentally
Dropbox,
disturbed.
you
Let me
bitch.
finish. Here is.
By the way, I know what Ames is doing here. All right, and Ames can confirm. You're fucking with him, right? You just want him to get triggered, right, Ames? It's the troll manifesto here. It's the troll rule book. You get him triggered to the point where he looks insane. So it doesn't matter what he's saying. Just the mere fact that he's going off this way, no one's listening to what he's saying. Everyone's just hearing trigger. Was that what you were trying to pull here, Ames? I was waiting for Carlos to get tipped over. That's my favorite RTU clip ever. When he's screaming about someone and he's talking about, oh, I remember what it was. That is my favorite clip ever. My favorite clip ever of Rich was he was screaming at people that were against the vax, the COVID vaccine. And he said that you're stupid and your kids are stupid and you should never procreate, right? And then he slammed his hand on the table and the poor chicken tipped over. That was the funniest fucking thing ever. I don't know why, but I find that to be so funny. It's like one of the funniest clips I've ever seen. And it's great. And it's so subtle. But of course, it's him just raging like, why, Rich? Like, I think if Rich would have calmed down and would have tried to address it calmly and let Ames just say whatever he wanted to say, whatever, I think he would have come off better. He would have come off better than what he did. But the screaming and shouting, again, it doesn't work. It really doesn't, man. Roman, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. All right, let's move a little bit more over, a little bit.
Retard, you were in your 30s.
All right.
Up, you're stuttering.
Hold on a second.
How did I hurt
I've
you?
already told. No. You admitted it.
I'm trying to find where Ames starts reading the fucking text messages from his ex. I was floored, bro. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm sorry. If I had someone on my stream and they started reading texts of like my wife or whatever, I'd remove them. I'd say, all right, it's over with and I'm done. I wouldn't let someone sit there and just start reading text messages. That was fucking insane. It's at the end. All right, let's watch it. That was fucking crazy.
I first met him.
Oh, here it is.
And he life, but getting better to Laura.
Spectacularly.
Oh, it ended horribly. But see, Rich, I'm able to commit. You're not. That's why you've been with Lauren on and off for 10 years, and you had to pay Becky, and she still wouldn't sleep with you.
So I should be married and get into a messy divorce instead?
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Okay.
Who's afraid of commitment.
This is turning
That's why you're an unattentive father, according to Lauren. I have the text message right here. You want to read it?
Donated $6 Canadian and 99 cents through Super Chat.
There's no point in
no point in talking
Let's
to him.
read Let's read
He's
it right
milking you for
now.
content and you're
His
giving it
kids
to
will
him.
miss out on having him in his
I know.
life.
We've
If
talked
you
about this a
continue
billion times,
they
and
have
Lauren
already
came
missed
on
him
his
enough
stream.
due to him not being around.
All right,
on
let
a
him read it.
regular basis.
Why?
And he's getting
Rich,
better.
Why?
Oh,
Why, Rich? Why would you do that, brother? Why would you allow him just fetter? And look at him. He looks so defeated. His head is down. He's not fighting back. But dude, I'm sorry. At this point, I would have said, sorry, Ames. I'm dropping the call and just move on. For him to sit there and just take it, it's fucking insane. It is crazy.
You were getting better at that time, Rich. Was that before or after you cheated on Laura with Becky? I know he has a screwed up family life. Do you have a screwed up family life, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know when I first met him, and he convinced me what a great guy he was. You lied to her, Rich.
What does my personal life have to do with consenting adults have to do with you?
I didn't get to the part where she calls you an unattentive father.
But she even pause a second. Can I interject
with him?
Shut
because
up!
We have 3 kids. He knows we're great together when we're together, and then not.
Okay. Lauren's already talked about this, by the way. She's talked about all this. She said she was mad at me at the time. He won't shut up, so there you go. Are you there now?
This is insane.
Everything else except saying, Eric, show your fucking flag history.
Let's see.
I'll say this abundantly clear. Ames, I know you're watching. Let me make sure this is encapsulated in this. I am never going to be physical with anybody. I am never going to be violent with anybody because of this platform. But if you ever said what you said about Lauren or my kids in front of my face, I would knock your fucking teeth down your throat. It's never going to happen. I'm not going to do it.
And why say it? Rich, why say it? You just open. It's like lawsuits, Rich. You don't tell someone they're going to sue them and don't sue them. It's just just retarded, man. It's just retarded. I don't understand. Now, real quick, Psycho. Now, I just want to say this because I think I've been open and transparent about this. And honestly, in my opinion, the whole Rich's daughter losing her eyesight. Honestly, I really don't believe Rich had anything to do with that. That was simply that his daughter had anaphylactic reaction to a medication she was given by her doctor. There was something in it that caused the issue. I don't know. I don't get into the whole daughter thing because I don't really want like people talking about my daughter like that. But it is what it is. It is the internet, and you put it out there, people are going to no, Psycho, not brother. No. That's fine, brother. No, that's fine, brother. It's not that. You're good. No, and again, you could say whatever you want. Anyone can say whatever they want. Their opinion about their opinion about Rich. This is an open stream. You're good to go. Anybody can say whatever. I'm just stating my opinion because I don't want anyone to go back and say, "Oh, Duty said this." No, Rich is stupid with the whole Ames thing and the whole 8-bit everything. He's reacting. He's looking insane. He's looking unhinged. He's completely wrong about that. He's in the wrong here. Ames owned him. Ames completely owned him 100 times over. The only thing that I'm stating here about his daughter is that I believe he had nothing to do with the blinding thing. His daughter had an allergic reaction to a medication that was prescribed, and no one would know. It was such a very rare occurrence, and and it's rough. I mean, it would if that would happen to one of my girls, I would be devastated too. You know what I mean? So, that's all I'm saying. But again, you can say whatever you want. I just don't want anybody going back to Rich saying Duty said that. Blah 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 blah. Stop sweeping. No, I'm not sweeping. I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Because but you backsliding Ames that says shit about his daughter. Oh no, I'm not. Again. See, this is where you get iffy, Bammers. I'm not backing anybody. What I'm suing is I'm showing you a video where Rich is being unhinged. He's being unhinged, and he's in the wrong. That's what Duty is doing right here, right? And the other thing too is that I've stated this before about when people talk about Rich and his daughter. I've said it all the time. It's not right. It's not cool. Rich had nothing to do with that. It was a medication that his daughter took that caused an allergic reaction, and that's what caused the blindness. So I think I've been 100%. I've been the same. Like I haven't changed my stance on that ever. You know what I mean? And this isn't a shitting on Rich stream because I don't play that. You guys know I get a lot of shit for not condemning Rich for every little thing he does. Like I get a lot of shit about that. But I'm just not gonna dunk on the guy for no reason, So just being 100% here. I'm just reacting to the whole Ames versus Rich thing, and how I think it's just the insanity that he would allow Ames to come and do that and own him on his own stream. That's what got me insane. And the thing was, the final straw was like I had my jaw was dropped. When I was literally, Breaking Bad was the GOAT. Yeah, he's good. He's awesome. I like Breaking Bad. Yes, I do. What left me completely, my jaw was on the floor, was when he just sat there and allowed Ames to read text messages from his ex. I mean, come on. That just, it's crazy. It's insane. I like your Duty, and yes, Rich is fucked up. Yeah, but others say, Bams, you hear me, bro. Anyone in the chat can confirm I've defended Rich when Rich needs defending. Like when stupid shit comes out, like ridiculous. Like I just said, the whole Dropbox thing, I don't think that was a gooning thing. I think his ex came on stream or she was on a phone call and she said, yes, I backed up my kids' phones on that Dropbox. So it wasn't like he uploaded the pictures and then he uploaded the gay porn. You know what I mean? That would be different. If Rich uploaded the pictures of his stepchildren and then uploaded gay porn to that, all right, I'm with you. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that didn't happen. If his ex didn't come on and dispute that, then I would say, all right, well, there's something there. But so there are things that when they're insane, I say something about it. So, and again, I'm not a Review Tech USA detractor. I'm not a troll of his. That's not my bag. My focus is DSP. So there you go. All right, Babs. Then he lied on Drago's stream saying he didn't. Oh, I don't even know what that was. Can confirm duty as a defender, sometimes an avenger. A little bit. I try to keep it fair. I mean, sometimes with Phil, all right, I do tilt the scale a little bit more on the detracting stuff, but for the most part, I try to be fair. Okay, I try to be fair. All right, I think that's it, folks. Duty's been crashing out for over 3 hours. Let's see real quick. I just want to see I gave you guys your reward. I still owe you guys a giveaway. So I ordered the Steam gift card. I think it's in my pile of mail. So let's do this. Tomorrow, Duty's going to stream. Tomorrow I'm going to stream. Tomorrow I'm going to do a giveaway. Tomorrow we'll do a giveaway. We're going to do the Steam gift card. I think it's like $25. So if anybody likes Steam or plays on Steam, you can get a chance to win. What's up, King John Noon? How you doing, brother? And it'll be available to both Kick and to the YouTube chat. All right? We'll do it tomorrow. All right, folks. Ames, big ups, brother. That was a wild one. So if you want to check out Ames' channel, it's pinned. And then if you want to see the video, this is the video between Rich and Ames. You can definitely watch that. I don't know if Ames has it on his channel. If he does, check it out. So yeah. All right, folks. Okay, that's all I got, folks. Hope you guys had a great day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the AM.